Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Weller Does Delmarva. We got a full show for you. We've been working day and night to gather all the content we're going to have on this show, and you're going to say, wow, I didn't know you had that much going on. But anyway, good morning, and sitting with me are a couple guests that we're going to talk about and talk to. Well, we won't talk about them. We'll talk to them, talk with them. So anyway, how about you say good morning and say hello to everybody. They're there somewhere.
Good morning, and I'm Corporal Juanita Huey, the Delaware State Police Community Outreach Unit.
And this other young man.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Jim, for having us on your show this morning and on the radio. I am Sergeant Richard Bratz, Delaware State Police. Been a trooper for about 22 years now. I am now the director of the Public Information Office, and I also administrate the social media platform for us to get out our message, which is a very positive message, and to inform the public on things that are going on within the Delaware State Police. So thank you for having us.
Both. Thanks for being here, and in a few minutes we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of what you got. So thank you both for being here. So anyway, folks, we've got them going to be on. I've also got Sean from First Class Heating and Air going to be here. I've also got Barry from Dry Zone going to be here. And I'm joined by Brooks Ritter. And are you there, Brooks?
I am here.
Okay. And we got an action-packed show. So anyway, and I have Colin Walls and Colin II and Brandon Ritter might stop by. So busy morning, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's talk about what?
I have no more room on the paper.
All right, we're going to have to get legal paper
yes, we
next.
are.
Okay. Well, anyway, good morning, and I want to just mention Wall Service Center going to be open today. A great place to get your automobile worked on, whether you just need to stop by because you're going through inspection and you want them to check your lights and signals and things like that, or your wipers, or you need a oil change. I just took my Yukon up there recently, and I forgot what all the details were, but it was at about 100,000 miles, and so there was some certain things that needed to be done, so we went ahead and did them, and I got the oil change, got the tires rotated, and I realized something. With these newer vehicles, I'm changing my oil less frequently, and I'm not rotating my tires as often as I should. So I'm going to make sure every oil change I rotate the tires, because my tires were really chipping up on the outside, them big 20-inch low-profile tires. So anyway, I did not realize that it's really important to rotate your tires just about every time you get an oil change. So used to be you got an oil change every 3,000 miles, and now you got the thing in the dash that tells you when, and it's a lot longer than 3,000 miles. So Wall Service Center, everything from an oil change to servicing your transmission to brakes or rotors. They pretty much do everything except tires. So they do exhaust systems, and if you serpentine belts, I like serpentine belts, and they can also service your muffler bearings. So if your muffler has bearings, there's no such thing as a muffler bearing. Okay, I was making that up. But anyway, for those that knew that, and for those that didn't, we're surprised. But anyway, whatever you need, they've been in business 58 years, a third-generation company. Colin's grandfather started it, and then his dad took it over, and now Colin's got it. So I don't want to imply Colin's 58 years old. He's not. But anyway, Wall Service Center, good, locally owned company, been around a long time. They'll give you a price before they do it. They'll do what they say. They'll stand behind what they do. They're good people. So how do you reach them? Call them on the phone. It's 422-8110. You can go visit them in person, preferably when they're open, okay? So they're open on Saturdays from 8 to noon. They're open Monday through Friday, 5:30 to... No, they're not open at 5:30. They're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5:30, Saturday 8 to noon. So you could stop by. They're downtown Milford, 220 Northeast Front Street. Or you can also go on the web to wallservicecenter.com, and you can even request an appointment there. So, 422-8110, give them a call, tell them I sent you, stop in, make an appointment, and like I say, if you're going through inspection, you truly can stop in without an appointment, and they will come out and check your lights and signals and wipers and just make sure you're in good shape, because we've said it before, it's very hard to check your own brake light, because by the time you put your foot on the pedal and jump out of the car and run back there, the brake light is off. So they will help you with that. So anyway, it's Wall Service Center, downtown Milford, okay? Have I got time to talk about Goat Island?
Sure,
Okay.
always.
Well, Wall Service Center, while you're downtown, there's a lot you can do. Was there flooding this week? Could they watch the flood?
Yeah, well, what I was recommending is people get out there and stand on the bridge
And see how high the water gets.
and see if their feet get wet.
Okay. And
pretty
if
high.
they do, you're in big trouble.
If they do, yeah.
That means the whole town is flooded.
Call the Delaware State Police helicopter to rescue
Right,
you. That's
because
what
that's
you need.
about your last chance.
Right.
Or the National Guard, not the National Guard, the Coast Guard.
Yeah, the Coast
About the
Guard.
Mississippi River.
Right.
All right, so anyway, was there flooding this week?
There was a little bit minor, no damage anywhere. It wasn't bad at all. Yeah.
All right, so anyway, Wall Service Center's downtown Milford, but what I was going to say is there's a lot of places to go. Like you could go to get your car worked on and take a walk downtown and get a Vanderwin's ice cream cone, can't you?
They
At
have
Dolce?
Vanderbilt's at Dolce. Yeah, it's great.
Okay, and soon Touch of Italy will be there.
Touch of Italy.
Can you go over to
candy
Fur
store.
Babies and pet animals?
You can go. I don't know if you can pet them or not.
You can look at them.
You can look at them because
All
people
right.
take their pets there to.
And they don't want them
to
petted
doggy daycare
by strangers.
Right? They might not. I'm not sure.
Okay, okay.
Or they might
So-
allow you to walk them. I don't know.
Over to
go
Goat
stop in
Island.
and check out. Right? Yeah.
Because you
and
go over the bridge and around the corner, and there's a dog park.
there is a dog park. There's 2 separate areas.
What are you telling me? We're on the radio now? Almost. We're almost on the radio.
Okay, well, I'm gonna stop
Okay,
talking.
here we are. We're live on the radio now, everybody. So good morning. Jim Weller here, and you are watching and listening to Weller Does Delmarva. Brooks, I have some questions, so be ready.
Oh,
First
no.
question. Are we streaming on WellerDoesDelmarva.com?
Yes.
Okay. Second question is, I forgot. Are we Facebook Live?
Yes.
Okay, so we're kind of everywhere.
Yes.
All right, should we take a call from the person that's listening from the furthest distance?
Sure.
Would you like to say good morning to us? Call us on the phone if you're the listener that's listening the furthest, okay? So probably not Milford or anything like that. We're looking for somebody that's listening from, we really need somebody, yes, we need a hurricane report. Do we have a hurricane here?
Not here.
No, okay. So if you're in an area that had a hurricane or you were affected by it, now I was affected by it because it kept bothering what I was watching on TV. All the reports, okay?
So you
I
should
was
call in.
affected by it, but I'm looking for somebody that's listening or watching that is in an area that was affected by the hurricane to call me. Should I give them the number?
Start with that.
That would make sense.
337. 337-7300. 337-7300. If you're watching or listening and you want to call, you'll be live. So if you want to call, we are interested in hearing, have you been affected by the hurricane? Is that okay?
Works for
All
me.
right. Sounds good to me, too. All right. Now, what's the next thing? What's on my list? Dr. T?
Dr. T.
All right. Who's going to testify about Dr. T?
I'll let you do it.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I get myself
love
in
going
trouble
there.
when I talk.
What's that?
I get myself in trouble when I
because
talk.
you say one doctor's your favorite doctor over the other.
I felt like I was set up on that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, Dr. T is our chiropractor friend. Okay? Dr. Trillia. He owns Peninsula Chiropractic Center. He's been around a long time. That doesn't imply that he's old. He's a good guy, and he does a great job. It just means he's been in business for a little while. So anyway, if you need a chiropractic adjustment, if you are looking for some type of a therapeutic massage, because the massage people work right with the doctors. They say, hey, this person's got a pain in the neck here or wherever, and we need you to massage here, and they work hand in hand with each other. It's like a wellness center down there. Very accommodating. If you call and you're in a lot of pain and you need to get in there soon, they'll get you in. If you're not in a hurry, they'll schedule you whenever. I've been there as late as 6 or 7 o'clock sometimes in the evening. And good people to deal with. If you have insurance and you're not sure what your insurance does or doesn't cover, you give a call to Joyce, and she'll say, yep, you get so many visits, or it covers this or covers that, and they'll work with you any way they can. They do have a special offer. If you mention Jim Weller or Weller Does Delmarva, they will give you a free consultation. So you call, make an appointment, meet with Dr. T or Dr. Bud. They'll spend a little time with you and determine whether chiropractic care will help you with what you have or what you need. So anyway, it is Peninsula Chiropractic Center. They're right on the highway in Seaford, down there south of Seaford, and they've been in business quite a while. It's Dr. Bud, Dr. T, and the whole team there does a good job. So how in the world do you get a hold of them? You call them on the phone. It's 629-4344, 629-4344. On the web, it's PeninsulaChiroCenter.com, okay? And they'll take good care of you. Brooks, are you still a happy customer?
Absolutely.
And how do you think they feel about having you as a customer?
I hope they love having me as a customer.
Okay.
I'm nothing
Right.
but pleasant. Nothing.
What was that? Nothing,
nothing
but pleasant? Okay, when you're getting a massage and getting adjusted?
Yes.
All right.
I may fall asleep with the massage, though.
Okay.
So I do apologize if I snore.
Do you snore?
I probably do. I'm sure I do. Because there's no...
I've been there in the waiting room, and I could have swore I heard somebody snoring.
I tell you what, the hour goes by so quick, so I can only assume that I'm falling asleep because it seems like I lay down on the table and, okay, you're done. I'm like, I'm done already?
Wow. All right. So what is the best results you've ever gotten from Peninsula Chiropractic Center?
Well, I would say...
You're a pretty uptight guy.
I am very uptight.
So I guess if they relaxed you, that's a good thing.
Yeah, well, I think it's my place of employment really makes me uptight. So
no kidding.
Yeah.
I think it's your lack of multitasking skills.
Oh, so, see, what do I say? My place of employment, right?
Well, I'm here to guide you.
But I've had knee issues, and Dr. Bud was able to help with the knee issues.
I don't even have knee issues. I've never seen you kneel on the job. How did you have knee issues?
Oh, I used to play football in my younger days.
No kidding. I have got to see video of that.
I probably got some.
Really?
Yeah. At least got pictures. Still photos.
We need something to verify what you just said. All right.
But yeah, they were definitely able to clear that up, and it's amazing the difference.
No kidding. Who's your favorite doctor down there?
I plead the fifth.
Okay. All right. Peninsula Chiropractic Center, Brooks Ritter endorsed, 629-4344. 629-4344. Tell them I sent you. And don't forget, if you want that free visit to just see if chiropractic does or doesn't, because it doesn't work for everybody, so it's a good chance to just meet the doc and won't cost you anything. Just say you heard about him here. Now I'm going to move into my guests. So if you would grab the microphones, we're going to start talking, okay? Wait a minute. Can't call right now. Okay, can't call right now. All right, sorry, Dave. But anyway, stay safe, my friend. Seriously, I had somebody text me saying, can't call right now. It had to do with the weather. Can't call right now, getting hurricane rain. Does that mean he's going out to get the rain?
He's probably packaging it up. I think he's going to ship it to you.
Okay, it will be marketing.
Yeah.
Hey, only place you can get hurricane rain, right here. All right, can we get on with things?
Absolutely.
It's very serious business here. All right, are you two ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, here we go. Grab your mic if you would. And introduce yourselves one more time. And these are some friends of mine from the Delaware State Police that's very involved in the community. Going to talk about some community things that are coming up and just share with us what they got going on. So good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
You look nervous. Are you nervous?
Of course.
No kidding.
So I am Corporal Juanita Huey, and I'm with our community outreach unit.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks again, Jim, for having us on.
Thanks for coming.
I'm Sergeant Richard Bratz with the Delaware State Police, and I am the director of the Public Information Office to make sure that when we send out a message, positive messages, that we put them out there and through our social media platform.
Wow. How is that working for you? In other words, were they involved with social media before this group started, or have they been involved with it longer? How's social media working for you?
It's working really well. Our social media platform has been going on long before I actually took the position.
Okay.
So we had Facebook, Twitter, and now we've extended it onto WordPress.com and then Nextdoor.com.
All right. Can we talk about Nextdoor.com for just a minute?
Sure.
All right. Just briefly tell people what Nextdoor.com is.
Nextdoor.com is basically like Facebook, but it's more directed towards a neighborhood.
Okay,
or multiple
area.
neighborhoods. Exactly. Anybody is welcomed and encouraged to go on Nextdoor.com to research it and find out, because a lot of times people are worried about if they put their information out there, is it going to be looked at? And so what I like to tell people is go to Nextdoor.com. It's a secured site. You can find out information about it. And anybody in the neighborhood can take the lead and actually draw a map. It's like a GIS map.
So you maybe put your address in, or a address, any address you want to put.
Right. What you would do is you would go through the steps to draw your map, one of the first things, and include what neighborhood that you would want. And it has to be all verified. Nobody can actually log in or be accepted as a neighbor unless they live in that neighborhood.
So first they put their info in, and then somehow that gets verified. Yep. Jim Weller actually really lives in has a reason to want to know what's going on in that neighborhood.
That's exactly right. And I can tell you, under the leadership and guidance of Colonel McQueen, Superintendent for the Delaware State Police, we were able to partner with Nextdoor.com, and we're the first state police agency in the country to partner with Nextdoor.com. We did have a pilot program for about 90 days, and we felt that at the end of that would be important to reach out, and we are currently in our state police jurisdiction, and those who follow Nextdoor.com are reaching 40,000 people on Nextdoor. And I would like to add, we're at 68,000 now on our Facebook page, but it's growing exponentially every day.
Wow.
But Nextdoor.com is about 40,000. And I can tell you, Jim, one of the most important things about Nextdoor, if something is affecting a neighborhood, a particular neighborhood, and what's good for community outreach because they're on there too, they can reach out to those people in the neighborhood.
Send them some kind of notification.
Absolutely.
We cannot see exactly what they're posting. It's important for people to know. We can only see if they click on crime and safety. The category will come up, and if they want to do that, then we can reach out and say, hey, we see you're clicking on crime and safety. Is there anything we can do to help?
Okay, so it's also hopefully, if somebody notices something or sees something. So if I live in my neighborhood, if all of a sudden I see a real influx of traffic pulling alongside the road for 5 or 10 minutes at 3 in the morning on a regular basis, I could comment on that, and then you would possibly, or not possibly, you would just be more aware of it.
We would be aware. The community outreach, along with each troop administration, the captain, troop commander, and the lieutenants, can see what's going on and see the crime and safety posts, and we can reach out and say, hey, we've noticed there's 96 crime and safety posts out there. Is there anything we can do? This is Corporal Juanita Huey, Sergeant Bronze, or the troop commander, and at that point they can engage us back. And then they can describe what you just said, and we can actually send more patrols.
Wow.
It's not a 911 call, though.
Right.
If you have
it's not a call for immediate help.
That's important to know.
Okay. All right. Well, I didn't mean to sidetrack you, but what would you like to talk about today?
Okay. Just real quick for the Public Information Office, when we send out our messages, it's usually through WordPress.com.
Okay.
And it's important that people know that they can subscribe to it to get our press releases directly. In the past, we used distribution lists that we sent to our troopers as well as to the media, and then the media would grab that story and then put it out. You're getting it directly from us now through
if they
WordPress.
go to WordPress.com.
Yes,
they're getting it exactly as you wrote it.
Right, and it's WordPress.com. The site, I think, will be up. It's https://DSPnewsroom.com. And there's some steps to follow. It's really easy to click on WordPress.com.
All right. What else is going on? You got some flyers here I saw. Where did I put them?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a few events that we're partnering with some other organizations to run, but the first one that's coming up is we're doing a Hispanic child seat event.
Okay.
And that's actually being promoted on La Maxima to the Hispanic community.
Okay.
Because that's we saw.
Can you say this in English, and then can you say it for our Spanish listening audience?
I definitely cannot.
Oh, okay. Just checking. Checking.
No, but I do have a flyer I can forward you that's in Spanish.
All right.
But we're holding
really?
that. Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
absolutely.
That's cool.
So that's going to be on November the 1st from 3 to 6 in the afternoon at Sports at the Beach in Georgetown.
Okay. So what is this event like? In other words, so people come there.
Yeah, families can come there, bring their child and child seat, and there are certified technicians on hand that day. We'll have Spanish translators available.
Okay.
And we will be sure that those child restraints are installed properly, and that the parents and caregivers are educated on how to properly use those.
Okay. Well, that's a good little thing.
Actually, you can have
Especially
that will be posted on
There
Facebook.
you go. That's the Spanish one. So
how do people? What is the official Facebook page?
That's DSP Newsroom.
DSP Newsroom.
Right.
Okay.
And I tell you, if you put in Delaware State Police and Facebook, Delaware State Police Facebook, it'll come up. And it's the one with the trooper silhouette, and it has a blue circle with a check mark, which means it's an official government site.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because you may see other sites that are not us.
Okay. All right. And are you on Twitter too?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So that's one event.
That's it.
You want to hit another one?
Yeah. So another upcoming event would be October the 22nd. We're holding a trunk or treat event, again at Sports at the Beach.
All right.
And that's where children
Is these all
can come.
state police vehicles?
This hopefully will have other partners. We have a few other municipal agencies who have come on board, trying to get some more fire departments on board, and have kind of across the board public safety.
Is this all free?
Absolutely free.
Free parking?
Yep, absolutely. Yep, it's after games, so it's free parking, free event. October the 22nd from 4 to 6 at Sports at the Beach.
Okay, so people come out. Let me explain trunk or treat as best I can.
Yeah.
All right, because our church does it too. But anyway, basically it would be vehicles that have a trunk, or if it's an SUV, the back door might be open or whatever. And there's different themes to each one of them, to some degree. And then it's a safe, family-friendly environment where kids can come and, trick or treat or trunk or treat. They don't have to worry about anything. It's usually well lit. And it's just an environment that you're just not going to worry about somebody sneaking around the corner or wondering what kind of candy you're going to get, or is it safe or is it not safe?
Absolutely.
Is that a good way to describe it?
Most definitely, yeah.
Okay. I don't want to explain it better than Richard would.
The only thing I was going to say is I was fortunate enough to attend the one last year, and I'll tell you what, it went extremely well. We did have the fire trucks, EMS, a lot of the state police vehicles. But for that, we had, I think the number was a little over 800 people that attended, 850 people who attended this, and it was a really good time.
Okay.
Yeah, and the little kiddies can, dress up in any costume they want.
What was your favorite candy?
Me personally, I don't eat much candy.
Oh, you don't eat candy.
But I like the Twix bar. How about you, Jim? What's yours?
I like Twizzlers.
Twizzlers.
That's a good one.
All right. How about Juanita? What's yours?
I'd have to go with you on the Twizzlers.
I can tell you, we did run out of candy. I think twice, 3 times.
800 kids is a lot.
We did not expect that.
We had to keep running back and forth to get more, but we didn't expect that. We're going to be more prepared this year for this event, so we hope to see a lot more
I think they should bring their own bag. Or are you giving out bags?
I have some bags. Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, you were on it. You got it all.
I did.
Okay. All right. Well, very good. So it's a free event for the community, and everybody is welcome.
Great.
All right.
Awesome.
Is there another point you want to hit?
Last thing is that we're organizing a 5K run fundraiser for Camp Barnes and Troop 4 Community Fund, and that will be November the 6th. It's going to start at 9 a.m. and it's going to be in Bethany Beach, Salt Pond, running through there.
So it's a fundraiser.
That's correct.
All the proceeds go to help run and support Camp Barnes. Camp Barnes is a camp that I don't think receives any federal or state funding. It's all funded by the state police raising money or people that donate to it and things like that. And then it has, 100 and some kids go through there?
It's approximately, I think, 160 a year. It says 6 weeks a year, and they have other organizations.
Free for them.
It is free.
That's what these events raise the funds to help underwrite the cost of it. So there's a big stock car race once a year that raises money for it and so on. So it's been around a long time, hasn't it?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes.
Anything else in closing that you want to add, or I don't want to cut you short, so we're not pressed here.
I'm good.
Well, we'd just like to say that the Public Information Office, working with the Delaware State Police Community Outreach Unit, is getting the message out there for these events that are coming up. So please tune in to our Facebook page and subscribe to our WordPress.com, and we'd appreciate it.
Can I ask about an event I was at yesterday?
Yes, sir.
What do you call it? A community cafe?
Oh, yes.
I was at the one in Bridgeville for Troop 5. Have you got anybody know dates of any other ones or not? Just yet?
Yeah. So the next one will be, here it is,
Community
October
Cafe.
the 24th at the Millsboro McDonald's at 9 a.m.
Okay.
And
so
for Troop 4.
I'll describe this and then you correct me. How about that?
Sounds good.
Okay. Community Cafe. It's something brand new. The one I went to yesterday was the first one for Troop 5.
Yes.
All right. And so it's an opportunity for people in the community to stop out and meet with some of the people from their local troop, the one that would govern their neighborhood. Not govern, but, support and so on. But anyway, the troop from their neighborhood meet some of the staff, talk about concerns, get updates on what's going on, or just, put a face to some of the people that, protect and serve in their community.
Point on.
Exactly.
Right on the head.
Yeah.
So fine-tune me there, Richard.
I can tell you, it's actually going through the whole state.
So you're going to do it?
Actually, the one I went to yesterday, I wish I could have went to the one at Troop 5. I went to Wilmington at the Panera Bread off of Concord Pike for Troop 1. And you had the Troop Administration, the Community Outreach Officers from the Delaware State Police, as well as the Public Information Office. And we were able to talk to community members at that time to talk about issues that concern them. Down here at Troop 5, same thing. And then we had one at Troop 3 in Camden at the McDonald's near the Air Base. And I also went to one at the Long Neck McDonald's this week as well. So these are new, and we're going to continue them and basically reach out and engage the community to find out what concerns them and that anything that we could do to.
Because I think the overall thing is policing is a community effort.
Yes.
You know, the police working in conjunction with the citizens of the area.
Help us.
It's
help
what
you.
it takes, you know.
Yes, sir.
All right. Anything else?
Well, we really appreciate you having us on.
Well, I'm glad you came.
Thank you very much.
It was nice. You were both on time, well dressed.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
If I'd known, I'd have wore a tie. So. All right. And you're welcome to hang out if you want, whatever you decide to do. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you both. Okay. All right, everybody. And you're listening and watching to Weller Watching too. Watching. You're listening and watching Weller Does Delmarva. This is a weekly show, and actually, believe it or not, it's live. So we are live right here inside a building at Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville. And I got another advertiser I want to talk about. I did mention that Barry from Dry Zone is going to be coming up between 7:30 and 8. But Mid-South Audio, our good friend Kevin Short, who provides sound equipment for all kinds of things. Every time I talk about him, I try to think of events. But there's one coming up. It's going to be soon. Do you realize the election is less than 40 days away?
That's coming up quick.
The Trump train is on its way, okay? No, I'm not insinuating he's going to win or anything, but, you know, some people, you only got, 3 choices of people to vote for.
Yep.
So it's narrowing down, and there's going to be an election, and after that, everything's going to be fine. So don't worry and don't fall apart, and God's still in control no matter what. So that's the way I look at it. But anyway, Mid-South Audio, I was reminded of the Return Day Parade, which is coming up, in other words, and that is after the election. But when you go to that parade, you'll see like a stage. So first of all, that stage is a tractor trailer that Kevin Short brings in. So that's an example of something Mid-South Audio has. So this tractor trailer comes in, and then the sides come down, and he has all the sound equipment, and they're running wires, and the little thing that's in the road that the wires go through, he has those. So if you're having an event, a small one, a large one, whether it's inside, whether it's outside, and you need lighting or sound equipment or microphones or speakers or monitors or whatever, even if you need a drum set or a keyboard or any of that, Mid-South Audio has it all, and they rent it. And then you say, man, there's no way I could run all of that stuff. In other words, I don't know how to operate it or whatever. So they have the staff that can do that for you too. So they rent it. They also sell that stuff. Now, they're not like a music store or anything like that. It's more like, you know, things like that. So Mid-South Audio, you can learn a lot by going to their website, which is midsoutaudio.com. You can call them on the phone at 856-6993, 856-6993, midsoutaudio.com. Tell them I sent you. They'll take good care of you, and not to mention, they have a full-blown recording studio there also, okay? Brooks, did I miss anything? Did we get through that half hour?
Well, we still got some stuff to do from that half hour, but I did want to mention from the Delaware State Police those things that they were talking about. They are on your Facebook page, Weller Does Delmarva's Facebook page, and WellerDoesDelmarva.com. You can see those flyers that she was talking about in reference to those events.
Isn't it kind of neat to see the state police doing all these community things?
Absolutely.
In other words, you know, and I think they're just getting out and about because the community is who they serve.
Sure.
And the community needs to work with them. It's a partnership.
Absolutely.
You know, I live here, you live here, we all live here, you know, and we're just trying to, you know, improve the quality of life for the community we live in.
Absolutely.
They do a good job. I was glad to have them on. So, anyway, that trunk or treat sounded kind of neat. So all that stuff is there for people's viewing. Very easy to get to. Store's going to be open today at 9 o'clock, right? Mm-hmm. Very busy time going on here at Weller's. We have done some pricing adjustments with our trailers. It has worked unbelievably. We started out, we had a sale, then we carried it on and put more trailers on sale. Now we've carried it on and we've put even more trailers on sale. So we encourage people, if you're looking for a trailer, we have a pretty good attitude. We won't be undersold. We want your business. We'll work hard for you. We've certainly got the selection. We've got the price. We've got the staff. And we will walk you through the process to make sure you don't get the wrong trailer. It's important to get the right trailer at the right price. And Weller's Utility Trailers can help you out. We're open today from 9 to 1. We're going to take a quick break from the radio. So if you're listening on the radio, switch over to Facebook Live or switch on My Cozy TV and watch us there because we're going to continue right on. I'm going to talk with Colin Walls a little bit about some different things. So stop on by or give us a call or watch us anywhere you can. Weller Does Delmarva. So Facebook Live seems to be going pretty good. Have I got many people watching there? I don't even know.
Quite a few.
Knows that? Quite a few.
Quite a few.
Okay, quite a few. Doesn't mean hundreds, evidently. No, I'm just messing with him. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Good.
I'll be doing better when I turn my mic on.
Oh, okay. Your mic is on.
The mic is on?
Those two are. The table mics. If you tap the table, he would know it.
This one's on?
It's on.
It's
is
on.
This thing on?
It's on.
Okay. All right.
It's on. It's on. It's on. How's your day?
It's good. Did you see the sunrise this morning?
I did.
Wasn't that amazing?
It was
I
amazing.
don't know if anybody saw it or not. They should probably call in and give us a report on the sunrise.
On the sunrise.
Right.
I almost had a caller about the storm. So
almost had a caller.
Almost had a caller. It's like almost catching a fish, right? I almost had a caller. So anyway, what did you think of all the state police stuff that's going on?
I thought it was great, and I'm noticing a lot more that the police, whether it's state police or your local town police, are really saying, we just want to be involved with the community. We want to be your friends. We're regular
here
people.
To serve you, right.
We're husbands. We're wives. We're we're children.
Moms
we're grandparents.
and dads,
and we're just regular people like you. And we just have a job to do. And the job is to protect and serve the citizens of Delaware or your town.
Yep. Well, I thought so. I think they're going to be on with me every now and then. So anyway, I thought that was pretty good. Well, anyway, Walls Service Center is going to be open today at noon.
No, we're going to be open today at 8.
You got it right.
Come at noon. I know, that was a test. You're testing me. You always do that. We're going to be open at 8 o'clock.
You're going to open at 8 o'clock till noon.
We're going to close at noon.
Okay.
Right.
All right. And what are you doing this weekend? Anything special?
Yes. I'm having my birthday. Today. Today's my birthday, actually.
No way.
It is, yes.
Gosh, I had that written down.
You did.
Yep. Happy birthday, Colin Walls.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
You don't look a day over 40. How old are you?
42.
Are you really?
I will be 42.
Wow.
I am 42 today, yeah.
Isn't that something?
That is amazing, isn't it?
That is amazing.
Yep.
How long have you been working? 42 years?
How old am I?
Pretty much since you could walk, huh?
Yeah, pretty much since I could walk. But
all right.
Yeah, it's just work.
Bred into you.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Work ethic.
You know what? I enjoy working, and Tracy, she's the new girl in the office.
She's doing a good job. I talked to her yesterday.
I think she's doing a great job, too. Yep. And she's amazed. She's like, all you ever do is you're always doing something. I'm like, that's all I think about.
Correct.
I just can't put it out of my mind, you know.
It's an entrepreneur. People don't understand it.
Right. I'm reading about it. I'm listening to stuff. If I'm riding a vehicle, I'm usually listening to something.
Right, you're always on.
Work or, something to do with work, whether it's marketing or something. It just excites me.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Hey,
I agree. We're out of time. I'm sorry.
Can I give a special shout out to one of your viewers, a customer of mine?
Sure.
Listener to Delaware 105.9.
And where did they view us at?
I think they watch us on TV.
On My
They
Cozy?
listen on the radio.
Okay.
Don and Audrey Martin.
Oh, very good
D.L.
people.
Martin and Son.
Yep.
They
From
are
the Lewis
people.
area, I think. Lewis Rehoboth area. All right. Are we back? Almost.
So thank you, Don and
they're good
Audrey,
people.
for
they do business
watching
with
us.
you?
And yes, they do. And thank you for your support of the business of Wall Service Center.
Well, and we're back live on the radio now, so busy morning here, and we had a lot of things. Colin just announced off air today is his birthday, so we're going to let you guess how old Colin is. Okay, so you can call 337-7300. We're going to take your call live on the air. We want you to guess how old Colin is, how young Colin is.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so anyway, if you want to take a guess at that, what's the prize, Brooks? Holy mackerel.
Caught me off guard there.
Off
now
guard.
you got to give something away. You got to give something away for my birthday.
Holy mackerel. I don't know what we're going to give away. We're going to give away one of these right here. How would you describe
that? These things are $15.
They are. We're going to give that away free.
Okay.
If you're the first person to guess, can't be a family member. Okay? So you'll have to disguise your voice. But anyway,
why don't you describe what this is?
Yeah, describe what this is. Explain it. All right, you've got to explain to me what we're giving away. All right, so you've got to either go to Facebook Live or on My Cozy TV. Explain to me what we're giving away and be the first person to guess Colin's age, and you win it. Absolutely free. No purchase necessary, okay? It's made by the Amish. We'll say that, and it sells for like $15. I don't know what it sells for.
It sells for $15.
How much does it normally sell for?
$15.
Okay, and how much would 3 be?
$45.
Woo!
Wow, he was quick.
10 of them.
$150.
Wow.
I can't believe it.
7.
105.
Chiropractic care has improved your math skills.
Yes, because it allows blood to get to my head.
Yes,
to his brain. There was a severe blockage
Well, first
before.
there was the wonderment, is there a brain up there? But once we got the blood flow there, it worked. All right, 337-7300 is the number if you want to guess Colin's age, okay? So we're going to make this show all about Colin because it's Colin's Day. Can you remember the day you were born?
Vaguely. Yeah, vaguely.
It was a blur.
Right.
Felt like rain.
All I remember is darkness and then light.
Darkness and light.
Yeah.
Wow, he came out of the dark and into the light. All right, well, hold on here. I don't want to lose track of things. Can I talk about Jerry Santoro real quick?
Absolutely.
All right, Jerry Santoro is our favorite lawn cutting guy. He cuts the grass here and does some weed whacking, and what he don't get, we get, and he does a great job. He does some weed spraying. Want to let you know if you need some firewood, I believe Jerry's got some nice seasoned firewood for sale also. But also there's a couple other things he does. He installs pavers, the E.P. Henry pavers. He's actually certified in it. So he's a certified E.P. Henry paver installer. So that's kind of important because he knows what he's doing. But he also does lot clearing. Say you've got a lot and you're going to build a house, or, you know, you just want to get the trees off it or clean it up. He can clear the lot. He can also dig up your stumps. He can grind up your stumps. If you got a tree that's leaning or the wind's blew it over, also he can take care of that. But he does lot clearing. He does tree work. Not tree work, but he'll cut down a tree or cut up a tree. Either one. Trim one up or cut one down. So anyway, he does that. He does pavers. He does lawn care stuff. And another thing he does is irrigation systems. So it's probably not the time of year that you want one installed, but you might want to get yours winterized. He can do that for you, too. So, and like I say, he has some really good quality firewood for sale. So what is his phone number? It's 363-6025, 363-6025. His name is Jerry Santoro. Everything from lawn care, if you need your lawn seeded or fertilized or anything like that, if you got any tree work you want done, pavers, he just kind of does it all, and he's a really good guy. His estimates are free, and he will do a good job for you, and his prices are always right. 363-6025, and if you're not sure if he does it or doesn't do it, just give him a call. He may be interested anyway. Jerry's Lawn Care, JLC-LLC.com, okay? So, what is the next thing? We've got Barry from Dry Zone on his way. We're going to talk to him. Nobody called to guess Colin's age. It's a simple question. Give a call, 337-7300, and you're going to guess how old is Colin Walls. What is Colin's age? If you guess correctly, you're going to win this free item that's sitting right here on the table. You can have it for free, no purchase necessary. If you are the first person to guess correctly, our audience is asleep today. I need a phone caller, 337-7300. All right, Barry from Dry Zone is on his way. That's going to be exciting to hear what he's got going on, because this is the type of weather that causes things to really surface, you know, to see what's working and not working under your house or in your basement or in your crawl space, moisture related. Now, what is the next thing, Brooks? Now, the sale's been going good. I think that's been said enough that many people bought trailers and many people got good deals and many people are happy. How am I going to do this? I got the yellow mic. I'm going to answer this call on the air. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, caller, you're going to be right live on the radio. Are you there?
Yes.
And how you doing?
I'm going to ask, is Colin turning 37 today?
Man, you are so close. So close.
I'm close, huh?
Yep. Yeah, he's having a birthday.
Is there going to be a second runner-up?
I doubt it.
Okay,
but
happy birthday, Colin.
Where are you calling from? Where are you calling from?
I'm in Milford.
Connecticut?
Milford. No, sorry. No. Just down the road from you guys.
All right. And tell me this. Are you watching it or listening on the radio, or how are you knowing about the show?
Actually, I'm just listening to the radio. I have never put you guys on the TV or never watched it yet. I've always watched it, listened to it on the radio every morning. First thing I do when I get up and come in the kitchen is turn Dan Gaffney's radio station on.
Really? Well, Dan will appreciate that. All right. Well, thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye. Okay, I got another caller. Caller, are you there?
Yep.
All right, you're live on the radio. Are you watching us on TV or listening on the radio?
Listening to the radio.
Okay, and are you calling for a reason?
To guess Colin's age.
Do you know Colin?
What's that?
Do you know Colin?
No.
Okay. I didn't know if you knew him or not. I was going to ask you tell us some stories about him. All right. Anyway, how old do you think Colin is?
33.
33. Very close. Very close, but not correct. Sorry. Thanks for calling.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
Okay.
Bye. I'll cut her off. Sorry about that. Anyway, if anybody else wants to guess, we are trying to figure out how old is Colin Walls or how young is Colin Walls. Those were two good guesses. He's not 33. And what was the other one, 37? He's not 33 and he's not 37. So we're trying to guess. Oh, here's Barry from Dry Zone. He was probably, we have a new little thing we're doing. We'll tell everybody about that in a minute. Barry probably just found out that we're doing a new thing. Get over here. Sit down. This is Barry from Dry Zone. Huh?
Ask him how fast he was driving to get here.
Somebody is guessing this. 127 years old today. My gosh, this person must know you. Barry, we're in the middle of your commercial. We may have to interrupt you because we're taking callers. We're trying to find out if anybody knows how old or young Colin Walls is. Today is his birthday, and I just wanted to let you know that.
Happy birthday, Colin. Thank you.
All right.
Listening, you announced it.
Did I announce it on the radio or just on TV?
No, on the radio. It was on the TV.
On the TV. So
and
if you were...
Live.
And Facebook Live. Okay. And this is the gift they're going to get. Don't say what it is, though.
Oh,
okay.
boy.
All right? Because it's a pretty big gift.
You can't live without it.
Can't live without it? Can barely live with it. All right. Dry Zone. What is going on with Dry Zone, man? This is your season.
We are drying up Delaware and the Eastern Shore. Holy cow.
Yep. Are you meeting people that are like, I never had a water in my basement or crawl? Oh, we're getting a caller.
Uh-oh.
This might be somebody that knows you.
Oh, boy.
Here we are. We're going to take this call, everybody. I don't know how to get rid of that. How do I get rid of that? How do I answer the phone? I don't know how to answer the phone. I got to get Colin to show me how to answer the phone. All right. Are you there?
Yes, we're listening.
And are you listening or watching?
Watching and listening both, yes. Watching right now.
And where are you watching at? Like, are you on Facebook or the TV?
No, I'm sitting in my chair watching you on TV.
All right. And how are we looking today? Are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Are you going to guess Colin's birthday?
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, you're looking good, and Colin's 42.
42. He guessed it. How did you know that? Can you turn your TV volume down for just a minute?
I guess so. Let me see if I can find the button.
I think I know who this caller is.
Turn your TV volume down for just a minute.
Just a minute. It's
There
giving
it
us.
goes.
All right. And whereabouts do you live?
Lincoln City.
Do you happen to live on Route 113?
Yes, sir. Right on the pond.
You happen to have a neighbor named Bill and Betty Davis?
10-4.
I know who this is. Good morning, Harry.
Yeah, how you doing?
Good. Are you... What were you going to say?
Well, I was going to say is like Barry said that you announced it on TV, and I was in the bathroom when you announced it, but I thought it said 42. So.
42. Do you know Colin?
Yeah. Well, I know him from watching you on television. I don't know him personally. I knew his father, I knew his grandfather, but anyhow,
Okay.
that's...
And are you gonna pick up the prize?
Yes, I will.
All right. Well, we'll set it aside for you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
See you, Harry. Have a good weekend.
Right.
Bye.
Right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Colin Walls is celebrating his 42nd birthday today. If necessary, he'll take us all out to breakfast.
Sounds like a plan.
As a celebration. All right. Barry, how is Dry Zone?
We're doing good and keeping very busy.
So people are experiencing things with weather, and I'm sure that's probably an everyday event. Somebody calls up, my basement is never flooded. Gee, what's up with this?
Right, and it's things have changed. Either the house has settled some or whatever, or they just never had that much water.
Right.
At that time, and all it takes is one time to ruin a finished basement.
Yeah, I agree.
And I've been to 3 of those homes, and 2 of them were in the process of getting taken care of. The third one I'm going back out and visit with it and show them some other options because we finished the basement. Cause they went ahead and they had to demo it. The husband went ahead and there was
he's like, well,
drywall, carpet. There's big
let's do it right. Let's do it only one more time.
Right. So our goal is just do it once and be done with it.
Okay.
So again, that's the product I brought in today. This is our water garden.
Okay, so help me understand. Does this lay like this?
It'll set just like that.
Okay, so you go.
We would put a trench around, open up the floor in the basement, put this in.
So you take a cement floor that's in the basement,
right,
and over by the wall.
Along the wall.
This looks like it's 4 or 6 inches wide.
Correct.
All right, so you take a saw and you cut.
Open the floor up, yeah.
And then you take that much cement out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then you put this down flush with the floor.
Yeah, it's going to go below the floor.
Below the floor.
It's going to go almost to the footer of the wall.
Oh, really? Okay.
And then we'll concrete this back over so you won't see it.
Oh, so the floor, right, the floor is the same when you're done.
When we're done. And then once it's cured, if you want, we can refinish your basement, or you can finish it, put storage units on it, whatever you want to do. This also has a wall drain in it because there's water held in the block, so we can catch that.
Oh, I see that.
And, we talked about our triple safe sump pumps. Well, they're only as good as the drain system that's getting in the water to it.
That's right.
So, and most of the problem is, it's never leaked over here. And they had a sump pump, but what has happened is their old drain system failed, or it's the old trench drains where there was a little crack around the wall. That's failed, which that's not very reliable anyway.
So you dig right down to the footer. This is like almost putting a rain gutter around the entire bottom perimeter of the house.
Somewhat, yes.
That funnels to a sump pump.
Yes. And then that way, once we protect your basement, we're going to warranty it for 25 years against groundwater seepage.
Going.
Transferable if you want to sell the house.
Really? This is kind of neat. Did you invent this, Barry?
I did not. I just learned how to install it. And
pretty ingenious, though, isn't it?
Yes.
There's no guesswork here. This is like a science. In other words, it's engineered. In other words,
it's an engineered product. Everything we do has been tested and proven and certified. We just don't go around like guessing. Let's try that this week.
Yeah, that might work.
Yeah, we don't do that.
So you go in and assess. And if you go in and they don't need anything, you just let them know that. In other words, this is where I really encourage people. I talk to people through the week, and they're like, "Well, I don't know if I need." Well, then what's the harm in calling?
Yeah, it's a free inspection.
I mean, in other words, you get a free inspection. In other words, and so I want to let you know. Try not to let me forget. I want a free inspection on my home while you're at it.
That's right. We got
okay.
We've been talking about it.
My wife seems to think that there might be something going on in the attic.
Uh-oh.
So I don't know.
It's Halloween. I don't know.
Well, she's been telling me this for like a year. So anyway. All right. Dry Zone. Good company. Stand behind what they do. All of your employees are your employees. You don't just run out and grab a sub for job by job.
No.
And you know who's come in. And anyway, so how do people get a hold of you? You got your own super secret phone number?
Yep, they give me a call. It's 866-471-7962.
866-471-7962.
Or they can stop by our office right there on Beach Highway.
Okay, Big Red Barn.
We'll get you a free in packet, educate you on what some of the problems.
That's quite a packet.
It's impressive, yes.
It is. You glance through that, it makes you think about things you didn't think about.
Right, because it gives the reasons on why it happened.
Yes.
And we fix it why it happened. We don't put a Band-Aid on anything.
You offer 24/7 emergency service if somebody's having a problem or something like that. Do they always get a human being when they call, or is it no kidding?
Yeah.
Okay, so 24/7 they get a human being.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else I need to know? Are you working today?
I am. Where am I? Where's my venture? I'm going to Bishopville today.
Maryland.
Yep.
Are you really?
Yeah. Later today.
Daggone, you're a busy guy. So you do work in Delaware and Maryland?
And in Virginia Eastern Shore.
Really?
Yeah, I've been as far as Saxis, Virginia.
Wow. All right.
Sometimes I might need to get a kayak from you. Get down there.
Get down there. All
right.
And
then tomorrow I'll be at the Dover Mall at the home show they have going on.
Really?
Visit me there.
We may do that.
I'll be hanging out there.
You're going to be at the booth?
I'll be at the booth.
All right. Who else is working that booth with you?
I think Jessica will be there at the first part of it.
Okay.
She's there tonight.
Okay.
Today's Saturday, right?
It is Saturday. It's Colin's birthday.
Happy birthday.
How old do you think he is?
Probably not a day over 42.
Right. He's a little bit of a day.
Right.
Yeah.
He's younger than me.
Okay. Dryzone.com is the website.
Yes.
All right. And what was it again? It's a toll-free number, and it actually gets to Barry. So if you've liked listening to Barry and you want to talk to Barry, you'll be the one to come out and talk to him?
I will. Yep,
I can tell you he's a nice, friendly guy. He's not going to be real pushy. He's just going to come, assess your situation, and just tell you what you got.
Absolutely.
Then let you decide from there. Is that right?
That's absolutely right.
Financing available, too?
Financing available.
All right.
We have no-interest loans and low-interest loans.
All right. Well, I'll take the no-interest loan.
Yeah, we got that.
Probably based on credit worthiness.
Absolutely.
All right. Tell me your phone number again.
866-471-7962.
All right. Well, thanks a lot.
Thanks,
I'm going to keep this. I want you to bring me one every time you come.
Absolutely.
Sooner or later, I'll have enough to do a basement. Right. Or they'll be for sale.
One piece at a time. Right.
Yeah, I'll tell you when to stop.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Barry. All right, Dryzone. Good company. I've dealt with them. Very happy with them. My daughter's dealt with them and so on. So, Brooks Ritter, are we going to talk to Brandon or not really? I don't know what is happening next, but I know Wilson's Auction is having a big sale. Okay? A big sale. And there's one that was postponed that is going to happen today. But first of all, Wilson's Auction, been in business over 40 years, right there on Route 113 in Lincoln. So every Saturday, starting at 10 o'clock in the morning, right there in Lincoln, inside, outside, into the evening, they have stuff for sale. And if you want to know how much stuff they have, go to wilsonsauction.com and look at all the stuff that's on their website. You'll be amazed. So that's first of all. Then today, at about 10 o'clock in Dover, it is an important public auction. This was rescheduled from last week because of the weather. It's the remaining contents of the historic Lockerman Bradford House. Rare stuff, rare and important collection. It is today starting at 10 o'clock. Lots of antiques. You can see pictures of it. Again, if you go to wilsonsauction.com, lots of different things there. So that auction is a go, and it is today. It's held on site. It's a circa 1750 resident. Wow, that is an old home. It's the home of Vincent Lockerman, probably why Lockerman Street is called Lockerman Street in Dover.
That's some great wisdom.
Great wisdom there, okay? It's 419 South State Street in Dover, traveling north. Oh, I won't go over all that. But anyway, just letting you know, looking at the pictures, there's some nice antiques there. I don't know if myself and Denise are going or not. We best not go because this looks like some good stuff, so we're probably going to go. So anyway, this looks like some real quality antiques. So anyway, that is today at 10 o'clock up in Dover. Wilson's Auction on Route 113 in Lincoln starts at 10 o'clock also. Their website is wilsonsauction.com. And don't forget, every Tuesday at 6 o'clock, they have an auto auction there on Route 113 in Lincoln. Okay? WilsonsAuction.com, 422-3454, 422-3454. Give them a call. Tell them I sent you. Good people, whether you're buying or whether you got a whole bunch of stuff you want to sell, they will help you out and take good care of you, okay? Now, we talked to Barry from Dryzone, and he is pretty much a wealth of information. And we have figured out that Colin Walls is 42 years old, so we're going to have another contest. I have to think about that one. But in the meantime, I'm going to get my thoughts together, and I'm going to talk about my accountant, which is Luff & Associates in Milford and Rehoboth and Dover. George Luff and his team do a great job for Wellers. Been my accountant for 25, maybe 30-some years. But the one thing that I want to let you know, every business person, this is a very frustrating part of running a business. You know, first of all, you got your business and you're trying to run it and you're trying to keep up with everything. But then on top of that, you've got payroll. And people get so frustrated. I know we did because things happen and there's changes and you're waiting for, new charts or new this or new that. And you want to make sure that you don't mess up and it just gets confusing, and you want to focus on your own business. You want to run your business and not focus on payroll, okay? So if you own a business, whether you got 2 employees or hundreds of employees, George Luff and his team can help you with payroll. Okay, we started using them a couple years ago here at Weller's, and my daughter constantly tells me how much a load it's taken off of her to where she can focus on other things. So if you want to free your time up, if you don't want to have to worry about it, if you want somebody to take care of all of it, it's Luff and Associates, 422-9699. It's called Easy Payroll, and I've had many people that I know that are switching over to using him. But also, even if you don't deal with him for your accounting work, they will still help you with your payroll needs to whatever degree you want. If you want them to handle everything, they will. If you want them to handle just part of it, they will. And it's luffcpas.com on the web. luffcpas.com on the web, 422-9699. 422-9699, okay? So anyway, we had a busy morning so far, and we actually have another guest that's going to be coming on. Is Brandon on now? Okay, Brandon is going to be on now, but another guest is we've got Sean from First Class Heating and Air. I've done a lot of dealings with them, been very happy with them. Got some projects I'm currently working with them on. So anyway, Sean from First Class Heating and Air will be on with us after the 8:30 hour. But right now we're going to talk to Brandon a little bit, and he's in sales, and if you want to call him, you can call him now. So anyway, well, he's ready for you. So what do you got on your mind today?
Well, I have sales on my mind. I've had a big event happen. Occurred yesterday. I officially closed on my very first brand new home.
There you go.
And so that
Tell
has put
who's
me
making all the money at Weller's.
Yeah, that has put me in sales mode because I have.
Well, good. We're ready for you, man. There's people out there just waiting to buy something from you.
And it only took me buy a house to get into sales mode.
There you go. Well, it'll happen now. I just wish you'd buy another automobile.
Yeah.
That's every employer's dream, is for their employees to get plenty saddled with debt.
Yes.
Okay, that's the one thing employers like to hear.
It locks us in. They don't.
Well, it motivates you.
Yeah.
It motivates you. All of a sudden, they're working 2 jobs and they can't get enough of it. So anyway, so people can come see you. You're Brooks's brother. Brooks will be tied up till 9, so they can start with you early, can't they?
They can.
All right. And what do you want to say? Are you selling trailers or sheds or spare tires and wheels? Or
I'm selling everything. Everything. The trailers, sheds, carports.
Oh, so you're willing to sell somebody anything they want to buy?
Anything they want to buy.
Well, that's mighty kind of you.
Yep. And we have rain coming in today. We have generators. We have water pumps.
Hey, we've been selling generators, haven't we?
We have.
One thing we're offering, folks, I do want to mention this. It's going to be based on if we have time. But as long as we have time, if you want to buy a generator, we're doing this for free because this is something you're not going to get at the big box store, and you're certainly not going to get it online. We'll take it out of the box. We'll put the oil in it. We'll put a little gas in it, and we'll put it together for you. And what do we charge for that, Brandon?
Nothing.
0. We're just doing that as a courtesy.
Yep.
So if you want a generator, now if you come in here and there are 14 people deep buying generators, we can't do it.
Yeah, we're
trying to say plan ahead, but plan ahead. Come on in. Let us put it together for you. Let us get it up and running, show you how it works. And that's just an extra value service that we're offering, but it is going to be based on if time allows. Okay?
Right. Correct.
All right. What number do you want them to call? I want you to give me your cell phone. I want to see if somebody will call you right now.
No problem. Cell phone number is 302-542-7794.
All right. So we're looking for somebody that wants to buy anything Weller sells because Brandon is in sales mode. And you can give them a call because the store's not open yet.
They're working on it right now. But we are going to be open. And come in, ask for Brandon. If it's a shed, I'll sit down with you and we'll design one. If it's a carport, same thing. If it's a
trailer, you'll stay standing.
If it's a trailer, I'll stay standing. I'll even walk out on the lot with you.
All right.
And that's rain or shine. It's one thing I like to push. A couple weeks ago we had a real big nor'easter.
Was that unreal? 7 trailer day.
7 trailer day.
Couple sheds too. So.
I was soaked at the end of the day, but I don't mind it as long as you're buying.
All right, as long as you're buying. So you got to at least act like you're buying.
At least act and hold me up for about 45 minutes before you tell me you're not
But
buying.
when both parties' shoes are soaking wet, you pretty much know you got a sale.
Exactly.
All right, so what we're saying, folks, is we walk outside with you. Not to say some places don't, but some places stand inside and point out the window, and we go out with you.
We do.
We want to make sure you're satisfied. We want to make sure you're well-educated, and we want to make sure you get the deal that's real. All right. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Thanks for stopping by, okay?
You're welcome.
All right. So anyway, that was Brandon Ritter, a new homeowner. If you want to call him up, he is ready for phone calls, and I guess the store's going to be open in a little bit. So anyway, normally Saturday's 9 to 1, so they might be opening up early today. So we're going to have a busy day. We've had a busy time. Rain brings people out. we still got these water pumps, right? Gasoline-operated water pump. Going to take a break from the radio, folks. Switch over to Facebook or My Cozy TV because we're going to keep right on trucking with the show. All right. Going to take and do a commercial for Walls Service Center. Colin, if you want to help me with this, you can. If not, I'll wing it, and hopefully I won't butcher it up too bad. But Walls Service Center is Colin's business. For those that have been listening, you realize it is Colin's birthday. So we have found out his age. The next contest we're going to have, we need to have another contest. You think about it while we're doing this commercial. All right. We need to have another Colin Walls contest, okay? So we'll take a call for the contest idea. So we need a contest idea for Colin Walls. Anyway, you going to be open today? Are you going to work today?
I might not be there today.
Ooh, but the store will be open.
I'm kind of thinking about taking off. We've got some stuff to prepare. We're going to have a little dinner tonight, so we'll get some things ready.
Very good. All right. Anyway, what, Brooks?
I was just
you jumped right in the minute you heard the word dinner.
Yes, I'm like,
he leaned right into that microphone.
Is that an invitation?
Right.
He's inviting the audience.
Or I thought it was going to be, what are you doing with the leftovers?
Either one, either answer.
I know this place. It's maybe up 2 or 3 miles from your house. They'll even come and pick the leftovers up from you.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, isn't that nice of him? All right, so anyway,
Ritter, I think it's
the House of Ritter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. They probably got some daggone race or something they're going to watch tomorrow. Did you guys see the picture of Daytona Speedway?
Yeah.
The one from 2009, yes, I did.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay. So one thing you got to notice is you got to really figure out if it's real or not real.
Well, it was real, but it was real 7 years ago.
Okay.
If it's on the internet, it's absolutely true.
Right. Oh, okay. You just got to figure out when in the world the picture was taken.
Exactly.
All right. Well, anyway, today is Colin's birthday. He might go to work. He might not. We're looking for another contest idea. The first contest was you had to guess his age.
Right.
Well, let's do the Walls Service Center commercial.
Okay.
Okay. They're open today, 8 to noon. They're hoping you don't show up, okay? I'm just speaking on behalf of I'm their lobbyist.
Oh, okay.
So they like it when the boss is gone. They do a good job. They don't need you in their way. You just slow them down.
I'm sure I do.
So anyway, but Walls Service Center is open today from 8 to noon, and they do all kinds of automotive stuff. What'd you do to my Yukon? I forgot all them things you told me.
What did we do?
So there were some things that were due at 100,000 miles and some things that are due at 150,000 miles.
Right.
So I think you said the brakes were good. We changed the oil, rotated the tires.
Transmission service.
Did they check the air in the tires when they rotate them?
They do check the air in the tires. Sometimes they even rotate the air in the tires. If the tires
take
don't
it out of the right
rotated,
front.
Right. Sometimes they'll just rotate the air.
Okay. That's a great idea, Colin. Okay, they pump it out and move it to the other tire. How do they store it if they let it out of all 4 tires at one time?
Well, we've got tanks. And
special tanks.
Right,
okay.
55-gallon drums of air just sitting around.
Right front tire, left front
this is
tire.
Going the wrong direction.
It's going in the wrong direction because I'm going to ask you how much that service cost me. the air rotation. All right.
We drained the differentials and put new fluid.
So what's that mean? Like the transmission every so often? I never thought about that, but I didn't think about it for 100,000 miles. So you drain the fluid out of the transmission.
Right. So
does it have a filter in there?
Yeah, the transmission actually has a pan. So we
like an oil pan. Okay.
Yeah,
you
drop the pan down, and there's a filter inside there.
Oh, really?
Yep. The gasket gets replaced. Everything gets cleaned up. Put a new filter up in there.
That's a good idea.
Fill it with fluid and all that. Also, your transfer case, which you've got it's a 4-wheel drive.
So I have 2 of them. No, I only have one.
Transmission and a transfer case.
Okay.
The transfer case transfers to the front axle and the rear axle, so it distributes.
I got all that.
Yeah. Okay. So there's fluid in that also.
Okay.
And then 100,000 miles was recommended to drain that, so we drained that and refilled it.
Because chances are, if the fluid in the transmission needed changing, that the fluid in the transfer case would need changing.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
And then your differential, so that's out. The axle itself.
The front and the rear.
For that, the front and the rear, because it's
but not all cars have front ones, because if they're 2-wheel drive, they wouldn't.
Right, and not all cars have rear ones.
Because they're front-wheel drive.
Right. And it's
this
just
is way too technical.
Axle. So, yeah, it's way too deep. We don't need to get that deep.
But it was just good preventative maintenance. In other words, it got a vehicle, it's got 100,000 miles on it, so now what can I do to preserve the life of it?
Well, I mean, you said I'm not sure if I want to get rid of this.
Right.
I want to see if I'm going to keep it or not, because you're getting a new vehicle. So you said just look at it, tell me what's wrong with it, tell me what services are due, and we'll decide from there. So we looked and
you put new spark plugs too.
New spark plugs.
Forgot about
spark plugs and wires were due at 100,000. Yep.
Okay.
100,000 miles on spark plugs. Can you believe that?
I thought they used to only go like 20,000
It
miles.
was like 30,000. You had to get it
Really?
up all the time. Points, condensers, plugs. Yeah, 100,000 miles. You're getting almost that much. A lot of people are getting almost that much out of a set of brake pads, the original brake pads. It's amazing.
It is amazing.
My
cars cost more, but things do last longer.
My son and I always talk about, people that say, oh, they don't make them like they used to. And I say, no, they don't. They make them much better now.
Yeah, they really do.
I understand the nostalgia of older cars,
right,
but they absolutely make cars that last longer better. Last longer now.
Last longer now.
Right.
All right. Wall Service Center. Been around a while. Good local company. Give them a call, 422-8110. Going to be open today, 8 to noon. Then through the week, it's 7:30 to 5:30. Gives you a chance to get your vehicle dropped off or picked up before you go to work or before or after. So, anyway, I'm happy. So I got new plugs. Did I get new wires?
You got new wires. Yep.
New wires, new plugs. Service the transmission. Change the oil.
Most cars don't have plug wires anymore.
What do they have?
Well, they have an individual coil that sits on top of each plug.
Really?
So there's no wire that goes from the coil. You used to have one coil with a distributor
the wires
cap.
would get wet.
All the wires, right. Yours has a coil for each cylinder.
Okay.
But it's got a short wire that goes to them.
Really?
The Yukon, right? Yeah. But it's just amazing how well they've changed things. This is why vehicles cost more. Plus,
But it's also why it's real important to deal with somebody that knows what they're doing.
Right.
So,
right.
I deal with Wall Service
You'd have known
Center.
right away if I tried to sell you a distributor cap, wouldn't you?
Maybe. I don't know. So anyway, give them a call, check them out. If you got a vehicle, like in my case, I wasn't broke down or anything. I just got this vehicle. It's got these miles on it. It's in excellent condition, It doesn't even look like it's 8 years old.
Right.
So, and I'm just thinking, I just want to spend a little money on it and keep it, I'm getting ready to take a trip and make sure it's in good order. So.
And we have a lot of customers that are like that, they look at how much to do the maintenance on it to keep it, up to date. And good. And they say, wow, that's not even one car payment.
Right. Yeah, true. That's a good point.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, it wasn't anywhere near a car payment.
Right.
So I'm happy. And they got it done in a timely manner. I said I was going to pick it up, and then they reminded me the next day, hey, you forgot to pick it up. I like that. In other words, get this thing out of here.
You're blocking up a road,
right.
Or parking.
Taking up space. So anyway,
I think Tracy was a little nicer about it.
No, she was real good. I was like, wow, that's very. Usually, I forget, and then I keep forgetting. She wanted to make sure I didn't forget.
Right.
So anyway, Wall Service Center. We're going back on the radio in just a minute, folks. We thank you for watching the show, and if you have any comments, ideas, suggestions, or whatever, okay, we're back on the radio. I'm looking for ideas, suggestions, or whatever. We did have a little contest to guess Colin Walls' age. And so today is his birthday, and he's thinking about taking the day off, but he didn't ask his employer if he could. So I don't know how that's going to go. Anyway, Wall Service Center is a good place to deal, no doubt. So what is next on my list? About 8:30, we're going to have Sean from First Class Heating and Air in here. We're going to question him, man. I got some questions for him, okay? He's probably thinking, oh, great. I had my thoughts all together, and now he's going to trip me up. All right, Brooks Ritter, what is next on the agenda? What was that?
I was going to say Eagle's Nest.
Eagle's Nest, yes. I wanted to just put in a plug for Eagle's Nest. This happens to be the church that I attend. I don't know exactly how long I've been going there, but I'm thinking maybe 15 years or so. So anyway, Pastor Bob Weed, he is the man in charge, and he is the lead pastor, and he does a good job. And people say, well, why do you like Eagle's Nest so much? Well, I like a lot of churches, so I'm connected reasonably to more than one church. But Eagle's Nest is the church I regularly attend, and I am a member, and I like it. And Jenny and Jason also go there, and they love teaching Sunday school. Now, Denise and I, we love going because the messages seem to be, as odd as it sounds, I don't know, people that are listening say, I was in church one time, and it sounded like the preacher was talking right to me. Well, I feel that way quite often, in other words, and as odd as that sounds, you got hundreds of people in there, and you're thinking that he's talking just to you. But it's really, the Lord is sending a message through the pastor, and, it's relevant. And that's what I was going to say about Pastor Bob. His messages are more in tune. I would use the word real time. They're more in tune with what's going on now, what's happening in the world now, to help us deal with things now. In other words, his whole goal is, to get us to connect to one another, to get us to worship together, and then to get us to serve. Serve. That's what we're created to do, to leave the building and get out there and make a difference, whether it's where you work or the next restaurant you stop at or wherever, letting somebody go in traffic before you, serving. In other words, we're supposed to serve people. So Eagle's Nest, I'm going to try to describe it as best I can. I've never really worked on trying to describe a church. First of all, they have services Saturday night, which would be tonight, at 6:30. Then they have them Sunday morning. Okay? Saturday nights, both services, Sunday morning 9:30, Saturday night 6:30, are kid-friendly. We are a church very focused on things for your kids. We have a very safe and secure environment. We know that is very important to parents nowadays, and all children are welcome, right down from birth to 12th grade. We've got something going on for all of them. We've got a nursery, and then we have Kids Cove for up to 5th grade, and then we have 220 from that point on. And like I say, we do offer nursery for your kids if you want, and everybody is welcome, okay? But we're trying to connect families to Christ and each other. In other words, if you're listening and you go to church, then that's good. We're not trying to get people to switch from one church to another, but there's a lot of hurting people out there that start on Monday and the world and the week just grind on them, and you got to start thinking, or have you ever thought this thought, is there more to life than this? In other words, is this how it's just always going to be? Well, there is more to life than this, and you don't have to go it alone. So I'm inviting you to come out to Eagle's Nest. Check us out. If you're looking for a church, Eagle's Nest is always looking for people. So I'm going to give you the phone number for one. It's 684-3149, 684-3149 on the web. It's eaglesnest.ch, eaglesnest.ch. Now on Facebook, I believe it's Eagles Nest CH, and I believe even on Twitter. I think so. If you look up eaglesnest.ch, you're going to get to them on the web, and there's a lot of information there, and it's changing all the time. But please like us on Facebook if you would. If you just, even if you don't ever plan to attend or already connected to a church, still know what's going on at Eagles Nest, because we've always got something going on. And we're right there on Zion Church Road in Milton. And our current series that Pastor Bob is doing is called The Game of Life. And life is real. So just want to invite you to come on out, okay? It's an authentic biblical community. That's what we are trying to create, and we'd like you to be part of it. So Eagles Nest is open tonight at 6:30. It's pretty much, a relaxed atmosphere on Saturday nights. It's relaxed on Sundays, too. So everybody is welcome. Come as you are. We'd love to see you. I think I'm going to go tomorrow morning instead of tonight. So if you are there, feel free to look me up. I'll be the Jim Weller that's at Eagles Nest on Sunday morning. So anyway, 684-3149, eaglesnest.ch. Also, a lot of the sermons are on there, the messages that Pastor Bob does. But The Game of Life is the series that we're in now, and you are officially invited. I'd love to see you either tonight or tomorrow morning at Eagles Nest, okay? That's in Milton, Delaware. All right, what is next, Mr. Ritter? You want to talk to me about anything? Is Brandon coming back, or who have I got next?
I can talk to you.
All right, and kind of excited about Brandon getting a house. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
How old is he?
He is
20-something or 30-something? He's 28. He's going to be 30 before you know it.
I know. It's
all right, so he's 28 years old, got 3 little girls under 2 years old.
Yeah.
He's got his hands full.
Yeah, and 2 of them are twins. A set of them are twins.
Yeah.
So it's like they're the same age. So.
Right. So, but they do a good job, and him and his wife work hard, and now they've got a new house, and I'm happy for him.
Yeah, but I got a chance to help him move some stuff last night, and it's a very nice house. I mean, It's actually... I've seen the house from the outside, but last night was the first time I ever got a chance to go in and check it out. And
well, good.
Really, really top notch.
So he'll be a little more focused on sales. It's going to be harder for you to outsell him.
I'm not
saying you won't. I'm just saying it's harder.
Yes,
it's going to be harder.
He'll be a little more competitive, I'm sure.
Yeah. He won't be in a hurry to leave. He'll be like, I'll get that last customer, no problem. You guys can go on. I got him.
Yeah, I'll sell it. I'll sell it, do the paperwork myself and everything.
Yeah. So, anyway. We are selling trailers like crazy.
Yes.
Sheds, I noticed, are really coming and going pretty hot and heavy.
Yes.
How about the carport world? How's that going?
I think we sold 3 yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, so, they're definitely...
Are they all just plain Janers for...
No, I mean, the one I sold yesterday, he actually was looking to get one for a full-size pickup truck and then a Mini Cooper.
Okay, parking them side by side.
Side by side.
Okay.
He could have probably went with a 20.
Okay.
We went with a 22 just to make sure their space was there.
Open the doors.
Exactly.
Right. You don't want to think, I mean, that's a thought. You don't want to just get the cars under it. You need to be open the doors without them hitting the sides.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we went with that, a 20 by 26. He wanted a little bit of depth to it.
Okay.
And then
did he enclose it or just the top?
He did the top. We did the vertical roof.
Okay.
Which allows for the water and the snow to come off the roof much quicker than something with a horizontal roof.
Let me make sure I got this right. Now, so this gentleman bought a carport at the moment for 2 cars.
Yes.
But at any given time, he can have it enclosed by the same company.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
That's kind of neat. I mean, let's get the carport bought. Let's get some use out of it. And then let's go ahead and close in the sides and put some garage doors on it. Next thing you know, you got an instant garage.
Absolutely. Now, he did add gables to it. So, So if you looked at it from the front, you know, it's a square opening because that gable kind of brings it down, gives it a nice clean look.
Yeah.
So realistically, it looks like it's got a whole roof on the top of it, and then it's got this square opening all around.
Very good.
So.
And any idea how much that was?
Oh,
over $3,000.
No, it was maybe close to it.
Okay.
Or shy. With
okay,
the size
but just a basic carport is what, 12 foot wide
by 21 foot long
for $800 and some bucks.
Like $815, yeah.
And that's delivered and set up.
That's correct.
Man, they have really come down in price, haven't they?
Oh yeah, you got all kinds of color choices.
Yep.
And then we have all kinds of options we can do. So, I mean, we can dress this thing up, quite a bit. You want to stiffen up the anchoring, we can do that.
Yep.
Aren't
they also what's called certified?
You can get it that way,
Get it certified.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then the certifications are pretty good. I mean, 130 mile an hour wind and 30 pounds per square foot snow load. And then you can actually get it up to 50 pounds per square foot snow load. I don't know if we would need that
Not
around
in Delaware,
here.
but see, we don't sell them just in Delaware. We sell them all over. So if anybody's, because we could sell those in the whole United States, can't we?
Absolutely.
Okay, so if somebody's listening and you want a carport, no matter where you are, we probably can get it delivered to you and set up.
We'll figure out a way.
We'll figure out a way. All right, if we have to send Brooks to do it.
Yeah. I'm willing to take it. Yeah, road trip to Alaska.
There you go. All right, what else have we got you want to talk about?
Well, definitely we've been talking a lot about the trailer sale that's going on. Definitely looking to
You're doing a lot of special. I keep interrupting you.
Special orders? Oh, yeah.
I didn't mean to even say that, but you're busy with them. I mean, it's
absolutely.
We have hundreds and hundreds of trailers out here, and people come in and want something different. Anything stick in your mind that you've done with a special order lately?
I've actually gotten a couple here lately that we're carrying a brand called Hallmark.
Okay.
And they have a trailer called the Edge, which is like one of their higher end race car trailers.
Yep.
And we've ordered a few of those lately. And
it's the time of the year that people that race are getting new trailers.
Absolutely.
Because they want to get their new one ordered or get it and then get rid of their old one.
Yeah, we have one that I ordered for a customer, kind of like the cabinets but didn't really need the base cabinets, so we went with just an upper cabinet package.
Okay.
He liked the aluminum tread plate on the floor.
Okay.
So we put aluminum tread plate on the floor, put a winch package in, electric jack.
Wow.
Just kind of dressed it up.
He just wanted that thing turnkey when he gets it.
That's correct. And we have one coming in here for stock, actually, that is going to have a rubber tread plate floor. So it looks like that aluminum tread plate, but it's the rubber floor, which people really love the rubber floors. And then we got a new option coming out on them that's called a chandelier vent light, which basically takes the roof vents
and
then ropes them with LED lights. And real classy look. It really dresses.
So that way,
up.
if you need some light in there, you don't have to fire up a generator and run the electric lights. This is a 12-volt light.
That's correct, 12-volt.
But they're LEDs, so if you get a couple roof vents, you've got a lot of light in a trailer.
That's correct, and they're switched themselves, so you can just turn those on if you want. And you think about pulling up to the racetrack, and you open that ramp door and just turn those lights on. You're going to draw attention. People are like, "Wow, what is that?" That is because it's a new feature. It's something that they haven't had out very long. So
Hallmark's name brand nationwide. We could sell those again if anybody is watching or listening, and anywhere in the United States we could sell you a trailer because a lot of the trailers we sell are not just local.
That's correct.
We sell a lot of them in many other states, so just keep that in mind. But Brooks specializes in special orders.
That's correct.
All right. Anything else you've sold here lately that sticks in your mind? We are really selling a lot of stuff. People like the new prices.
Oh, yeah.
You know, got a lot of trade-ins. I noticed we have a lot of used trailers.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, over there I saw like a 24-foot enclosed used trailer and a 6x10 and 16-footer. There's a couple over there with aluminum ladder racks on them. Contractors must have traded them in.
Yeah.
So then we have somebody trade 2 trailers in.
Oh, yeah.
Recently. So anyway, if you have a trailer and you want to trade it in or you just want to sell it, we buy used trailers, but we also have plenty of used trailers for sale.
Absolutely. We're always looking for used trailers.
What number do you like to give out?
I like to give out my cell phone number.
Do you really?
Yes. Because then you can reach me anytime.
You really take calls after hours?
I do.
What's your cell phone number?
It's 302-448-0049.
448-0049. Programming it into your phone, folks, so if you ever have a question about just about anything, because Weller sells just about anything. You know, and I do want to say this. I think I mentioned last week we were contemplating a tractor-trailer load of toothbrushes.
Uh-huh.
We're not going to buy them.
Yes.
Okay? I think you guys, you know, we talk about all the different things. I think selling toothbrushes would have been a really good draw for the store. But we decided not to buy them, okay? All right, so Brooks will be in sales about 9:15. Brandon's already over there selling like crazy. So anyway, there's just a lot going on. And the store is the store open? Store's open. So call the store and test the phone line, 337-8228, 337-8228. What's your number again? I want somebody to call Brooks and make sure his phone's really working.
It's 448-0049.
0049, 448-0049. What do you want to talk about next, Brooks? Anything, nothing, are we done?
I think we should talk about no-nonsense.
No-nonsense office machines. You know, when the state police were talking about that trunk or treat thing down there at that Sports at the Beach complex in Georgetown, it made me think of him because his business,
right
No Nonsense, is right next door to that. So I want to let you know that No Nonsense Office Machines is a great place to get all types of electronic things. And he has new, of course, and many times he has some pre-owned merchandise. And if he sells you something pre-owned, it still comes with a warranty. He stands behind it. It's all been checked out. And you say, well, what does he sell? I often call it a one-stop shopping for all your electronic needs. But he sells gaming systems. He sells fax machines, computers, tablets, laptops, printers, and yes, of course, copiers. He's been in business many years. I've dealt with him at least 25 years. Very honest man, very fair on pricing, stands behind what he sells, and when he says he'll do it right. So give him a call if you have any questions. But there's something else I mentioned last week, and I don't know if he's hired anybody as of yet or not, but he was looking for a salesperson, somebody with their own transportation to go out in the community and call on businesses and call on people and sell the products that he has to offer. So if you're interested in a sales position, he's looking for that. Then he also was looking for a delivery person, and this job actually came with a very unique benefit, but he's looking for a part-time delivery person to deliver the products that he sells. But also the same person, the delivery person, Rick wants to work with them kind of like in an apprentice type way to learn how to repair things. So he just wants to teach somebody that as well as use them to do the delivery. So apply in person, got to have dependable transportation, of course. And he also, I don't know if Colin went down. I know Colin was going to go down to look at some laptops and stuff the other day. And did you buy anything?
No.
Okay. He might be going today on his birthday. He is open today. He is open. I don't know until what time, but I'm sure he's open. So anyway, he's not always open, but he's open on Saturdays. So anyway, Brooks is going to look up their hours, and we're going to announce the hours just so everybody knows. But yes, he's having a nice sale on some laptops and desktops as long as he's got some. But he's moving stuff. He's hiring help. He works on things. Great place to do business. 2 miles east of the Circle, right there on Route 9, next to Sports at the Beach Complex. Phone number 856-7381. 856-7381. No nonsense office machines. I deal with them all the time. I have things worked on. They're good people. So give them a call. 856-7381. All right? So what is next on my agenda. I know that we're going to have Sean from First Class Heating and Air. He's got some information from me. He's got some information from you, for you, and a lot of things are going on. It's a time of year that people are thinking about their heating system, and people are always thinking about energy costs, and there's a lot of energy-efficient ideas that they also have. So you're listening and watching Weller Does Delmarva. I will not be here next week. I'm actually going to take a break. I'm going to take a mini vacation, so I will not be here next Saturday. It will be Brooks Ritter, and it will be Colin Walls. They'll be doing the show. Brandon will probably be stopping in. It's also, I believe, the same day as Apple Scrapple, I think, is next Saturday. So I want to let you know that we're going to have some people on the show next week talking about the big Apple Scrapple Festival, and that is next Saturday. So anyway, you're listening and watching Weller Does Delmarva. We had a little contest earlier to celebrate Colin's birthday and ask him... we didn't ask him. He knew his age. We were asking people to call in and guess what Colin's age is. Something else I want to mention. We're always buying things, but one of the things we buy a lot of is used trailers. Now, of course, we trade them in. You want to buy a trailer? We will trade in your used trailer, but we will also just buy your used trailer. We'll just write you a check. So if you have a trailer you want to sell, or you got 2 or 3 of them you want to sell, bring them on by and let's see what we can do to take it just off your hands, okay? Now, another thing that we're starting to do, well, we've done it all along, I just want to mention it, is you've got something you want to sell on consignment that we could put out here along the road and get you some visibility. A lot of times people have something they want to sell. Maybe you got a car you want to sell, but you don't want to put it in your front yard. You don't want people stopping by all hours of the day and night. Worse than that is when it comes time to sell it, you don't want somebody to come to your house and have a total stranger bring you some cash and then you not know who they are or what's going on, and now they know you got a bunch of cash. So anyway, I'm just letting you know, if you want a convenient way to sell something, Weller's Utility Trailers in Bridgeville sells things on consignment. So basically, let's say you had a pickup that you want to sell. You bring it on into Weller's and you give us some idea of what you want for it. And then we will either charge a flat fee on top of that or some type of a percentage. If we don't sell it, it does not cost you anything, okay? So we would put it out here, we would advertise it, we would promote it, and then if somebody had something they wanted to trade in on it, we would take the trade in, or we might be able to offer financing and help get it financed. So if you have something you would like to sell, you know, and it needs to be something we can put outside and leave outside, okay? So if you have something you'd like to sell, we are looking for things to put out here on consignment. If you've ever been to Weller's Utility Trailers and you see the property, Brooks, you just holler when you've got his hours. I just want to, you got them?
Yep.
Okay, so this is the hours for no-nonsense office machines.
It's 8 to 5, Monday through Friday.
Okay.
At least 8 to noon on Saturday.
Oh,
he
wow.
said he's normally there by 6 or so.
Good.
And if he's there, he's open.
Okay. So that was no-nonsense office machines hours. But anyway, so Weller's here, sells things on consignment. Another thing we've started doing, just a brand new idea, we're going to buy used kayaks. We've bought some recently and resold them already. So if you have a kayak and you're not using it, or you want to buy a new kayak, we take trade-ins. So just like we trade in used trailers, we trade in used kayaks. But again, if you're done with your kayak for the season and you'd like to just turn it into cash and either never buy another one or buy a new one next year, no problem at all. We buy kayaks. So Weller's Utility Trailers is a locally owned, locally operated business that sells utility trailers. We sell Amish-made products like gazebos. We sell dog kennels, chicken coops. We sell sheds. We sell sheds that are like garages where they come with a garage door. We have sheds with lofts in them, sheds with different styles of windows and doors, many shapes and styles of sheds. Of course, they include delivery and setup. So we sell Amish-made sheds. The Amish makes the gazebos and the dog kennels and the chicken coops, and then we have the vinyl swing sets. We sell a lot of those. All Amish-made products include delivery and setup. Then we sell carports. They also include delivery and setup. They're not Amish-made, but we do sell carports, starting at $815. Then we sell trailers, open and enclosed landscape equipment trailers, car trailers, dump trailers, aluminum trailers, vendor trailers, special order trailers. We've got the trailer for you. you. We've got new, we've got used, we've got anywhere from 600 to 800 on the ground, and then we always have hundreds on order. You can make a deal with us and go straight to the factory and pick it up if you want to save some freight, or you can just, pick it up from Weller's in Bridgeville. We sell trailers all over. Hallmark trailers have a nationwide warranty, and we can help you out with any of your trailer needs. If you have an organization, they're thinking about speccing out a vendor trailer, and they have no idea what to do, Brooks has sold dozens and dozens, if not hundreds, of vendor trailers over the years, and he can help you walk through the process. Another thing we sell a lot of is generators, just a regular old generator, like we got one on sale, 4,000 watt for like under $400. Mm-hmm. What's like, I think $297 for a 4,000 watt generator. Absolutely. So anyway, we got the deal on generators. I was on Walmart's website the other day. We're cheaper than Walmart, Amazon, Home Depot, Lowe's, Sears. We've got the price, and we will put it together, put oil in it, fuel it up, and start it up and show you how it works. That's just an added free service that we offer. We are Weller's Utility Trailers. We're located on Route 13 in Bridgeville. If you've never been here, you're invited. There's free parking, free sunshine on sunshiny days, and we will take good care of you. Been in business 42 years serving our community, and we would love the opportunity to sell you anything you need or pretty much buy anything you got. So we buy things and sell things and everything in between. So our phone number, stores opened early today, 337-8228, 337-8228. On the web, it's Wellers.com. Wellers.com is our website. Like us on Facebook. We have Wellers Utility Trailers there. We also have Wellers Sheds and Carports, and we also have Weller Does Delmarva, and you can also friend me on Facebook. We have a lot going on. We would love the opportunity to meet you, greet you, and earn your business. And if you are listening or watching this show and you ever want to be on and promote your business or your product, we are for hire. In fact, we actually can come to your store or your business and do a live remote. If you have really good internet, we can do that. So anyway, just want to let you know that we're going to take a break from the radio, and we will be back with more on Delaware 105.9, last half hour of the show. But we're going to stick right with you here on My Cozy TV. I'm going to get Colin over here one more time, and we're going to have another contest. We need you to call us. The phone number is 337. I forgot the phone number. 337-7300. Right. We want you to tell us, is Colin Walls wearing a watch or not, and what time does his watch say? Okay. I can't do that. I already said he has a watch on. Skip that one. Skip that one, everybody. Can you delete that?
How do you come up with these great ideas? It's like you just thought of it.
I can't do that. All right. Let's do this. What is a good contest for Colin Walls? What is his belt size? Are you wearing a belt?
No idea what it is.
Oh, my gosh.
But I don't know what it is.
When's the last time Colin's been to a barber? How about that one? Okay.
I don't know exactly when, but it has been a while.
Has it? All right.
It's very long.
All right.
I'm not wearing, I don't wear a hat.
He's not wearing a tie today, folks.
I'm not wearing a hat to cover up that I'm bald. I'm wearing
Okay.
a hat to cover up that my hair is way too long.
Way too long. All right. 2 more oil changes, and Colin's getting a haircut.
Yeah.
Just 2 more. All right. Anyway, Colin Walls is open today. Let's talk about what we could do advertising-wise for somebody. Can we do that, or would you rather not?
Yeah, I guess we can.
Well, we could do all kinds of weird stuff. In other words, we have businesses. We are certainly in plenty of conversations about advertising. We just need somebody to say, I'm ready.
Pull the
trigger, sign on the dotted line, in other words. But we are basically 2 businessmen. We have the opportunity to get you seen and heard on TV. We can come to your business. We could do this whole show there, radio, TV, streaming, everything. We could sell you TV commercials that air on Dan Gaffney's show on My Cozy TV, Monday through Friday. So there's a lot of things.
And an interesting part about that is we can also offer you a package to air on My Cozy TV at other times, when we're not on the air. Yes.
Yeah.
We can combine it with...
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, if you're looking for an audience...
Advertising.
If you're looking for an audience, I'm going to say probably an older audience, probably 40s, 50s, and maybe 60s.
Because at 40-year-old.
Well, I'm saying an older audience.
I know what you mean.
It's not a real.
It's not
audience.
A teenage audience.
Exactly.
Right. I got that.
I call that the people with the money. You know, they've worked in their jobs for a while. Mm-hmm. They usually own a home and they own their own vehicles, and they're actually the people you really want.
Right. Well,
to buy your product.
I want them all. I want them
want
teenagers that want a kayak.
I know you want them all.
I know what you're saying.
But you want the people that are able to buy and purchase and make decisions on your product.
Right. I got it.
And I think that is the cozy audience.
It is. We have had a really good response from having our show on My Cozy TV.
What are we on? We're on in Sussex County and 5 counties in Maryland.
Yeah. A lot of our callers, you notice, are from areas that the radio doesn't even reach.
Exactly, I agree, yeah.
Yeah. So we're letting you know we got some ideas, and we would be glad to talk to you if you want to talk about advertising, okay? I wanted to hit the parade real quick.
Okay.
Can we do that?
Which one?
The Milford Community Parade. Okay. Is there one today?
Well, we're doing 2 parades.
I forgot. That's right.
Also.
I forgot about that.
We'll talk about that one later.
Milford Community Parade. It's on a Wednesday night?
It's a Wednesday night, the 19th.
The 19th of this month. Mm-hmm. And I've been helping Colin sell some advertising in that parade. Mm-hmm. So if you're watching and you have a business or a product you want to promote, we have a couple different spots left, because what's really going to be neat is they're going to be streaming the parade live through Milford Live.
Milford Live, yeah. That's
a local online newspaper.
Right.
So people will be going to that website to watch the parade. Mm-hmm. They can also go back and watch it later.
Right.
So you're pretty much assured all the people in the parade are going to go back and watch it.
Right.
Okay. And also, is it going to be on TV?
I believe it's going to be on My Cozy TV.
At the same time?
This channel right here.
Right here.
Right.
So if you want to advertise during that parade, I think there's even going to be like a pre-parade show. Half an hour before, doing some interviews, and Becky and Dan Gaffney are going to be emceeing the parade. So let me know if you have any interest in buying some ads there. It's real inexpensive.
They're going to be emceeing the broadcast.
The broadcast
of the parade, right?
Right. What did you?
Well, not the whole parade. They're
okay. The broadcast of the parade.
But our broadcast of the parade, yes, they will be your hosts.
Your host
for the evening.
All right. 337-7300 if you want to talk about any of those ads. We do have a few spots left, but yeah, it is. What would you call it? Milford Live.
Milford Live, yes.
Yeah. Yep. So that's a local Milford newspaper.
Right.
It is an online newspaper. Mm-hmm. Been around, 3-4 years now?
I would say going 5, maybe 6 years. It's been a while, yeah.
All right.
Brian
so anyway.
Shoup, the mayor of Milford.
Mayor, yeah.
The first business he started in Milford was Milford Live, and then he got elected mayor, and he's got a couple other businesses.
So you will go to their website to watch the parade. Oh, Fur Babies, yeah.
Fur Baby, and the candy store also.
Yeah. So anyway, what an opportunity, because there's only one of these parades a year.
Right, and I will say,
thousands of people watched it last year.
Typically we had, we'll have anywhere from a couple thousand to 3,000-4,000 views on it.
Wow.
So
we have a 4-ad package for $250. That's a pretty good deal.
That is a pretty good deal.
Yep. And if you already advertise on TV and you have a commercial already produced, we'll use that. If not, Becky or Dan will read it live. So anyway, a couple spots left if you have an interest in that. 337-7300. Going back on the radio. All right. And Sean from First Class Heating and Air is going to be up in just a few minutes. So last half hour of the show, and we're back on the radio, and it's our last half hour. I'm going to miss you. I'm not going to be here next week. Sean, you can come on over. I'm not going to be here with you next week, so Colin and Brooks and Brandon are going to be running things, and I'll be going. I'll be on vacation, letting my hair down. I'll be somewhere. I don't know where yet. So anyway, hopefully it won't be raining, and hopefully it'll be nice. Sean, how are you?
Doing great. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing good. How is First Class Heating and Air doing?
Doing very well. It's been a great fall so far. Busy.
Good.
We're starting to get that little bit of feeling of fall weather coming in, which is nice. So I think that's really getting people thinking about their heating systems and getting them ready to go for the year. So that's been good. That's been really nice.
It's very important to think proactively.
Absolutely.
Stay ahead of it. Yeah. Costs less money to be proactive than it does to be reactive. But either way, you're ready.
We are ready. We are absolutely ready. Especially as hot as the summer was.
Oh, my gosh,
as the summer was. I think people were thinking that, okay, this very well could just go right into cold. So,
yes.
We seem to, I think we joke around this all the time, we don't seem to have as many seasons as we used to.
Right.
It's either hot or cold.
It's like a big blur.
Right. Exactly.
Almost.
So it all runs in together. So, trying to get everything together. Of course, they're right in the full swing of doing all the season tune-ups and getting ready to go for the heating checks. But also, getting systems that are questionable or a few years older and maybe maybe struggled last year. Maybe the bills weren't as bad last year because it was mild.
Right.
But, look how bad the summer was. So, it's coming. So.
And whatever the bills are, you want your most efficient
absolutely.
system. Like, yep. I personally, we're working on, looking at here at Weller's in Bridgeville. I think they're like 16 years old or whatever. Right. But the advancements that have been made in systems is unbelievable.
Absolutely.
In other words, so even if, a system is marginal, right. The savings, and then if they were to finance it and take advantage of any of that. So what I'm trying to encourage people to do, because, not only do you and I talk on the radio, I talk to people in the community because they hear me promoting it. And I'm like, what is the harm in getting a free estimate on things? What is the harm in knowing where things are at? I mean, you're going to have, whoever comes out is going to be able to see something that maybe the homeowner won't notice.
Right.
And
exactly right. And, it's inevitable. You're going to need heat. You're going to need air conditioning. It may be working fine now, and that's great. That's great. It's good to get some ideas of what it's going to be, because it seems that we do this every single day. We're used to it, but most people do not buy heating and air systems obviously all the time.
Right. Maybe only once in their life. Yeah.
Exactly. So, to get over the fact that to find out what these do cost. They're expensive investments for your home, but they are. One of the only investments you can make that'll actually basically pay for itself in certain situations. So, you get a very low monthly payment. Sometimes that will offset your electric costs that your savings on there, and you're, within a few years you're paid off and you're no more out of pocket, and then you start having a positive cash flow back into you.
Right.
So, plus, more importantly, and this is really hard, we say this to a lot of people, is you're putting comfort, and it's hard to put a price tag on comfort.
That's right.
You're taking rooms that may have never been as comfortable as they could have been.
And you're like, wow, this is cozy.
Exactly. You've always learned to live with it. And it's like, well, I'll just throw an extra blanket on, or I'll just, close all these blinds and make sure, the sun doesn't get in there. And that's fine, but why sit in the house and be uncomfortable when you can be, and then save money while you're doing it, too. So we test houses. We see a lot of them that are losing energy very, very fast. They're very inefficient. And just by tightening certain areas up and making that a little bit more comfortable, you're saving money. A lot of people say, I think I just need a bigger system. It's just not keeping up. When it was 100 degrees out, it was 80 degrees in the house. And, it's kind of what the closer to design temperatures are, but you can make the house more comfortable without having to increase the size of the system. Or worse, if you think that the system's is inefficient, it's just never been comfortable since I bought it, it's 5 years old, come in, let's take a look at the house and see if it's not just the system. Maybe it's something minor that can be addressed. So,
does ductwork go bad?
Yeah, absolutely. It's
so it even has a life expectancy to it.
Sure,
okay.
And it depends on where that's located. A lot of times ductwork's located in attics and crawl spaces, and the places you don't see it all the time. So, crawl spaces are awful environments. They're unless it's been conditioned, it's it's wet, damp, humid. If it's
it changes all the time.
It does. You're getting this constant up in an attic. You have all the temperature swings. So tape will come loose. Seal vents and connections will come loose, and you can lose a lot of air into an attic. I was in a house the other day, and they were complaining about how they just never had enough heat in the house and downstairs. When we walked up in the attic, the ductwork's 30+ years old. It was coming apart. There was gaps, and the homeowner's right there with me, and he's looking at it. And he's like, "Wow, I never really noticed this before." And
so he was heating and air conditioning his attic.
You feel all the air going right into it. Basically, it's just going in and outside. It's just like having to just dump right outside. So, good ductwork on an average home can leak 20-25% of its air. So sealing that up, that just equates back in energy savings. If the ductwork is more than that, the system runs and runs and runs, and it never seems to condition the house as well. You're pulling in hot air from the attic, or you're pulling in cold air in the wintertime, and the system just has to run that much harder. So just simple fixes like that, just taking a look at that, assessing the ductwork. There's some great rebate money from Energize Delaware right now on all the systems, so not so much just on the replacing equipment, but we've had houses where they needed to add insulation or insulate an attic or insulate walls, and there's a tremendous amount of money available just for that. And a lot of times that will offset the whole cost of it.
Now, you do insulation too?
We do, yes.
Okay.
They have a whole home performance division, so they can.
So you could come out and look at somebody's home and kind of tell them what they need, or
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a few different divisions, which is great. We get in there, we take a look at the project. If it's something that is above our expertise, if a plumber's out there and they're working on a drain line and they're underneath underneath the house and they see that, you know, it's a mess under there, they can call Alan in from Home Performance, and he can come over there and give them ideas. You know, while Alan's in there, he could say, all right, this is what's going on, that what's going on. Let's find out. You know, and it's always a conversation with the homeowner when you're sitting there and you're addressing one problem. It seems to develop into other things. Well, yeah, this room has never really been comfortable. Or they did an addition, and since then the whole house has struggled. But this addition was never great. You know? Right. And it always finds opportunity to fix it. So we can offer that all the way around, which is great.
Now, the service agreements, I really am kind of a fan of them. I think it's good to have somebody come look at your stuff a couple times a year, make sure it's right, and check the filter and so on. But do you know what all they do when they do the service agreement?
There's quite a lot that goes into it, depending on the types of systems. Okay. You know, it sounds kind of a cliche, a 27-point check, but they do. They get involved in the systems. They take a look at the coils, the gas systems. If they check gas pressures, they check the burner tubes. They check all the safety features in there, making sure there's not enough, you know, not any carbon monoxide going into the house. Okay. You know, this time of year is big for that. So any oil and propane and gas systems, they want to make sure that that's all safe. They check all the electrical connections to make sure they're not, you know, the systems aren't pulling more electricity than necessary. Make sure all the connections are tight. Refrigerant levels are always checked. You know, there's kind of a whole list of things that are done. Coils are cleaned. That's one of the biggest energy consumers is if you have a dirty filter and a dirty coil, it makes the system run harder. Right. You're not getting the airflow, and it'll give you false diagnosis. It'll give you, you know, false symptoms of maybe the system is. People think, oh, it's low on refrigerant. I don't know how many times we hear in the summertime. I just need you to come over and give it a shot. Just you know, hit me with refrigerant. Well,
it's a little bit more than that.
It's a lot more than that, and it could be. Well, when's the last time it was serviced? Right. How much dirt and how much dust and dog hair and everything is stuck to that coil, and you're not getting the airflow across. So, just a simple clean and tune on the system will also increase the efficiency and make it feel more comfortable in there. And it's just like anything else. It's getting a checkup. You know, you always feel better after you've been to the doctor and got a checkup or have your teeth done. It's the same thing. You want to make sure that that's ready to go. It's going to save you in the long run. And the
peace of mind is invaluable.
Absolutely.
Just to know that everything's been looked at and everything is fine.
You're exactly right. And the other side of it is, a lot of people say, well, I have a new system. I don't need a service done on there. Well, that's not necessarily true. It's a mechanical device that's running 300 plus days a year. Just like anything else, if you have a car and you run that much, you want to make sure it's maintained. You know, all those things they're very important. Manufacturer warranties are great right now. They do 10 or 12 years, full warranties on that. But with that, they need to be maintained. You can't just, you know, start it up and 11 years from now have a compressor failure and say, well, I haven't done anything to it in 11 years. You know, more than likely the manufacturer is going to say, all right, you need to have checked it out and need to have been maintained over the years. So that's really critical as well. Maintenance agreement is great because it gets in there a couple times a year. It catches problems before that happens. They also get discounts on services. So if you're in there and you have a problem with the drain line, you can get that as a 15% discount for plumbing, for Home Performance while they're in there. There are a lot of and if the system isn't new and it needs parts or it needs refrigerant or it needs something else done to it, there's discounts on all that as well, plus the priority service. That's a big part of that.
But it's nice to know. It's just nice to know what's going on under there or up there in the attic or wherever it happens to be.
Exactly right.
Yeah, and I like the priority service, in other words.
Yeah. Yeah, that's when it's 100 degrees outside and you call 4 or 5 companies and you're a week out to get that because it happens. I mean, we run into this a big area and there's a lot that goes on and a lot of problems happen. If you have a maintenance agreement, you get in ahead of other customers that don't have that. So.
And what area do you cover?
We go from basically the Wilmington line to side of Pennsylvania all the way down to the Virginia line, so the entire eastern shore.
So been in business over 40 years.
40 years. Yeah, it's been a very very big area. We cover all of it. We have a satellite office up north. We have a lot of companies or a lot of customers that have houses up north and vacation homes down here. Okay. So we have we're up there and down there. I'm up there at least once a week. We have 2 other comfort consultants that rotate up throughout there. So we're always around. You're always going to get one of us in there. We have a service and install department up north, so we're not sending people up from down there. It's not a wait by any means.
And you don't sub this stuff out. You have your own people.
Exactly right. Everyone is a first-class employee, background check, certified. We do a lot of work with other companies that have to have the certifications and then the ability to be in your home. You don't know about who's in there anymore,
right.
So you want to trust a good company that
does know who's in there.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's give out some contact info.
Absolutely. The best number to call us is our main office is 302-934-8900. You can go on our web. It's firstclasshvac.com. That's all spelled out. There's quite a lot of information on both on the website, or just call the office and see what you're interested in. If they can get you right to the right department, whether it be sales, whether it be plumbing, whether it be service, home performance, whatever's necessary.
24/7 emergency service.
Absolutely. Yeah. Somebody will always answer the phone.
A person.
You're always going to get a person. It's not it's not an answer machine where you might have to wait to get an answer back. You're always going to get somebody, and they'll be back to you very, very quickly. So it's pretty good.
I'm a very satisfied customer. I've had numerous things that I've dealt with, but service calls and just everything right down to brand new heating and air conditioning systems. I've been very happy, and so I highly recommend them. 934-8900. 8900. FirstClassHVAC.com on the web.
Got it.
Thanks, Sean. Have a good weekend.
You. Appreciate it.
Okay, take care. See ya. All right, everybody. That is First Class Heating and Air. Like I say, I have dealt with them myself, and they're good people. And if you have any questions, feel free to call me if you want. Brandon, or is Brandon next? All right, he can come right on over. This is Brandon Ritter. He's been busy selling stuff in the meantime. But L&W Insurance Agency is my insurance agency, and I like dealing with them. Also, you'll find most of the people, or in fact all of the people that advertise on this show are people that I deal with, that I'm happy with, that I would, endorse. So I'm endorsing them. So L&W Insurance Agency is my insurance agency. I deal with them for life insurance and health insurance and commercial coverage and workman's compensation and liability insurance and car insurance and homeowners and rental properties and everything in between. L&W keeps me covered and makes sure that I'm adequately covered. And I encourage people. I talk to people all the time. They're like, well, I've already got insurance. That's wonderful. You should have insurance. But so many people buy insurance based on one thing, price. Well, that's wonderful, but most insurances are the same price no matter where you go. They usually are, or very close. What you've got to find out is if you find insurance and it's cheaper, the only one that knows why it's cheaper, it ain't you. It's them. They know what's missing. You don't know what's missing, but something in there. And so I'm sure all of you can relate to this. You've got a friend or somebody you know that finally had an accident or had something happen, and what do they tell you about it? Oh, man, this wasn't covered, or that wasn't covered, or I didn't know, or my limits weren't right. That's where L&W tries to steer people in the right direction. They want to look at what you have, if you have insurance, and give you a second opinion. It's not going to cost you anything to get an opinion. And then when you need them, the one thing they do, like usually when you need an insurance agent, they steer you to a 1-800 number, and you're on your own. With L&W, they get involved. They say, okay, let us work between you and the insurance company to make sure that you are satisfied with how the claim is handled. And I have personally experienced that more than once, right down to I was at a hospital one time with my son Jimmy, and he needed some kind of bracket or something for his leg, and it wasn't going smooth with the healthcare thing. And by the time I left Wilmington and got to Milford, L&W had it worked out. I said, I'll just pay for it, put it on my credit card. And I did that, but by the time I got home, they had got it all worked out for me. So I'm just saying that is what their claim to fame is. Everybody can sell you insurance. Not everybody can sell you the level of, help that you'll get from L&W Insurance Agents. Say, what am I saying is, I'm saying call them. You got nothing to lose. Talk to them. See what they can do to help you. 856-7828. 856-7828, lwinsurance.com on the web. Good people. I deal with them. A lot of my friends deal with them. They'll take good care of you. Just give them a try. All right? Now, Brandon Ritter, what is up with you? Is the store open?
The store is open.
Busy?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Going to be a busy day, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
And Saturdays are always big.
They are that. They are unpredictable.
Yes.
So, what are you wanting to talk about?
Oh, again, I am in sales, but one thing... Tell
us something new. We knew you were in sales.
Yeah, we knew that.
We just didn't know you were all of a sudden overnight going to become this aggressive.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, one thing that I think we hit a little bit, but the selection we have out there.
Okay.
We have a lot of trailers on this property, and it's
what's that mean to anybody if they're only buying one?
Well, you have a variety.
Okay.
You're not going to be forced into well, this is the only thing I have.
Or the only brand I sell.
Correct.
Okay.
We have multiple brands out there, multiple sizes, styles, shapes, colors.
Heights, widths, lengths,
yes.
weight ratings.
Yes. And we're very knowledgeable about the trailers. A lot of our scenarios where somebody will come in, I really don't know what I need.
Or I saw this one down the road for this much.
Right.
And then you find out, your motorcycle's not going to fit through the door.
Right, exactly. And I mean, just the other day I had a gentleman come in. He wanted to put a tractor on there. He had a front implement and a back implement.
Okay.
And
open or enclosed trailer?
And he wanted to put it on an open trailer.
Okay.
And he wanted to put it on a single axle 12-footer.
Because it would fit.
Correct.
Length.
However,
width.
The next question that I asked him was, well, how much does your machine weigh? He said, well, it's about 3,100 pounds with both implements.
Okay.
I said, no, you don't want a single axle trailer.
Right, that thing would bend the axle and sway like crazy.
Exactly. So by the time the conversation was done, he had a much more knowledge about what type of trailer that he wanted. So we're not all about just pushing a trailer onto you and selling you one. We want to make sure.
Because we have to live with you after the sale.
Exactly.
In the beginning, everybody's real focused on price, and I can get it here. And the minute they buy it, it's like we're their new best friend.
Yes.
In other words, every question they have, they want us involved. But when they're first looking at it, it's like, because, I mean, let's be honest. We have people that would be willing to buy a trailer at a big box store.
Right.
What level of service do you think you're going to possibly remotely get there? Do you think they're going to walk out in the parking lot in the pouring rain and spend time with you? You know, do you think they're going to get involved if you have a warranty claim? Let's just be real here, folks. I mean, it's important to get a good deal.
Yes.
But it's priceless to get good service.
Exactly.
It's priceless.
Exactly.
In today's time.
Yeah, so, you know, like you said about the big box stores, I mean, you're going to go in, you're going to get a cashier, you're going to say, well,
they're going to point right out the window.
What can I do with this trailer? And they're probably going to scratch their head and have to get a manager involved.
Right.
We have a great sales team here. They're all knowledgeable of the product. We're going to answer your questions. We're going to guide you down the right path and make sure you get the appropriate trailer. And we're also going to listen to your concerns, your budget, that type of stuff. We're
all for financing.
We do all for financing.
But another thing, it's also important to make sure the vehicle is the right vehicle to pull that size trailer and that much load on it.
That's correct.
You know, just because the hitch and the ball fit doesn't mean the vehicle will pull it.
Exactly. And, you know, and that leads me to tow dollies. One thing that we sell here is tow dollies. And a lot of times people are like, well, I'm going to put my F-250 pickup on there.
Well, it's not going to work.
It's not going to work.
Unless you're going to take drive shaft out.
Right, exactly. So that's the kind of knowledge that we present here. We're going to make sure you're not going to get yourself into a huge headache. We're going to make sure you get the right trailer for the right need.
And we're patient with people.
We are.
In other words, you know, and we're kind and we're friendly and you know, gee whiz, I mean, we've got a lot of years of this. I mean, we're the biggest trailer dealer around, which is no big deal anyway, because again, they're just buying one.
Right.
But we do try hard to do the right thing for people, and find that somewhere else nowadays.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
So, all right, phone numbers, web address,
337-8228. The website is wellers.com. My cell phone number is 542-7794.
Has anybody called you on your cell phone yet today?
I haven't got a call yet on my
What is it again?
542-7794.
All right, we need somebody, if they would, to just call and test it and say, Brandon, this is a test.
Make sure my phone's
I'm
working.
willing to take you out to lunch today. Hey, has Greenwood still got barbecue chicken?
No, I believe that was last.
Oh, my gosh. We missed that.
Yes, I love coming into work and smelling that stuff cooking in the mornings.
It was nice. All right, anything else?
That's all I have.
All right, thank you, Brandon.
Thanks, Jim.
All right, help Brandon with his new house purchase. He'll be needing help every month for the next so many years.
30 years.
30 years, 10 years, however long you financed it. What?
We do have somebody listening from Nashville, Tennessee.
Do they have a storm report they want to call with?
No, they just said it sounds great.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Is he listening and watching?
Listening. It's Mr. Kevin Short.
Don't give his name out. All right. Good morning, Kevin. And how are things down there? He's probably down there recording something, knowing that guy.
I'd believe it.
Mm-hmm. Soundtrack for Weller Does Delmarva. Is he watching on My Cozy? All right. Well, anyway, we've had a good show, folks. I will not be with you next week, so I'll need a full report, okay? So what's that called? The Nielsen ratings. I'm going to need everybody that's watching and listening next week to give me a full report on Brooks and Brandon and Colin and whoever else is on the show. I'm going to turn it over to them. It's going to be epic.
Just tell Jim that we did a great job.
Just a great job.
Great.
Yep, they were wonderful. So anyway, the store is open, and we're going to be busy, and we want your business. So feel free to check us out. If you want to come to Eagle's Nest, 6:30 tonight, 9:30 tomorrow morning. I will be there in the morning. Would love to see you. Other than that, we have had a good show. I thank you. It's Colin Walls' birthday. Come on over here, Colin, and we'll close out the show together, being that you're the birthday boy. So anyway, what else have we got here? Are we still on the radio? Delaware 105.9?
For about one more minute.
One more minute. Is Fran there?
Yes.
Thank you, Fran, for all you do. It was nice seeing him the other night at the community forum or the candidates forum.
Candidates forum, yeah.
Delaware 105.9 did a wonderful job with that.
Milton Theater, wasn't that a nice place?
It was packed. It was packed.
It was.
Yeah, there wasn't a seat in the house. Standing room only. It was really good.
Right.
But it was a really good event, local politicians and stuff like that. So what are you doing today, Colin?
Well, I think I'm going to leave here. I might head over to Rick Fowler's.
Oh, yes. He's waiting for you. Sure I told him you were good for at least 4 computers.
Okay.
He'll
have them ready, packaged.
He'll have them ready, polished.
Waiting for payment.
Yep, waiting for payment. Yep.
Okay.
So anyway, No Nonsense Office Machines has got a lot of stuff.
Yep,
you can give us a full report next week of your experience.
I will do that. And
okay.
Then we're tonight, going to have a little birthday dinner.
Yeah, Brooks, you're not invited. Okay?
Oh, man.
But we will save you the leftovers. All right. Well, anyway, what else? We're done. We're done on the radio?
It's wrapping up right now.
Oh, thank you to the Delaware 105.9 audience. I appreciate entertaining you and informing you every week. We're going to finish up the show on My Cozy TV and Facebook Live. And don't forget to friend request me, Jim Weller, on Facebook. I'm looking for at least 100 new friends between now and the millennium, whenever it all ends. Okay? Have a good weekend to the radio crowd. All right, now we're finishing on TV. We have about, 10 more minutes, I think? Anyway, for the ones watching on My Cozy TV, we appreciate you interacting with us. We get a lot of phone calls, and we'll take emails, too. It's jim@wellers.com. But it was kind of nice. Harry was just sitting there watching TV.
Right.
And or he was in the bathroom or whatever he said. And he won that item absolutely free. So he was paying attention because we did say Colin's age earlier.
That's right. So all right. The listeners really pay attention, and the viewers really.
Well, what we like the people they're more engaged.
They are
because they're viewing and listening. So
well,
anyway.
And I think they're a more engaged crowd. So they've got
they're not driving,
right? True.
They're just sitting.
That's right. True.
They're just sitting. Mm-hmm. They're possibly eating food, which usually makes people pay more attention.
Right. Look at Brooks. So, he just perked right up.
He did.
Huh?
Food. He's hungry. I'm hungry.
Like a dog. Treat.
Huh?
Treat. You want to go for a ride, Brooks?
Yes.
Oh, my. Don't be too hard on him.
Oh, we're just having fun.
Oh, we're off the air. We missed their final goodbye. All right, goodbye. You had the timer. And look.
Well, Facebook Live, we're still on.
He's on his way.
The Lone Ranger's on now. We better say goodbye to Facebook then.
All right. Facebook, we appreciate you, and we will see you when we see you. Don't forget to friend request me, too, okay? Have a good weekend. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Bye.